All right, everyone, we are live for UFC 294. Two more fights on the prelims. Out of the blue corner, a minus 185 favorite. Open is the plus 100 dog out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. 8 wins against just 1 defeat. Trevor Peak. Let's see who's up in this. I wanted to make sure and get this one going. Oh, I was actually going to start on the next fight. I have the wrong fighters on here, guys. But I decided to start a... well, I got one of the wrong fighters. I got fighters from 2 different fights there. All right, out of the red corner, he is a plus 155 underdog out of Dubai United Emirates. 12 wins against just 3 losses. Muhammad Yahya. I'm going to take the underdog in this one too, by the way, guys. I'm going to go with Muhammad Yahya making his UFC debut. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He's got crazy knockout power. I think we see an upset in this first match here. I mean, it wouldn't be a big upset, but odds-wise, it's an upset. All right, Peak in the white shorts. Yahya in the black shorts. Let's head over to the chat. Inside a leg kick from Peak to start things out. Peak being pretty aggressive early. I like the feints and the kicks there. Good inside leg kick there for him. He's got to be careful running in on Yahya, though. Yahya is, like I said, he's got power. No doubt about that. Oh, good body kick there from Peak. What's up, Alan from Allen in the house? Cheers, Robert Kerrigan, Thayer Nelson, New Britain Polly. What's up, my man? Oh, Trevor Peak, great takedown here, though. And he's got Yahya up against the fence in half mount here early. I don't know what is going on with the schedule of this stream. I put this up last night, and I'll tell you guys, I could barely find my own stream. That's why I shared it on Facebook, on Twitter. I made a separate post for it on YouTube, but I don't know what the hell is going on. If it's my YouTube app seems to be acting weird too, like where you go to your channel is not the same now over in the corner. So I don't know what they're doing over there, but it's not... It's not good. It's not doing me any favors. It seems like they're doing something for the favors for the corporate people. Let's see it until you text me this morning, Mike. Yeah, I think they're just promoting the corporations, the big companies and stuff, and I think they're honestly, I think they're kind of putting us independent creators by the wayside. It seems like, you know, maybe we'll just end up over on Rumble. What's up, Greg Brimstone? Hell of a day today. First is Badass Car, then taking my son to see his favorite band, Dropkick Murphys. That's awesome, man. Glad you guys get to go to that. Good knee to the body there from Peak. Oh, and look at this. I started early, reminded everybody to go to do their verdict, and I forgot to do my verdict. So I'll pick it. I'll pick it live with you guys. I'll just let you know what I picked, since you're gonna have to put up with me. Oh, what was that? Yahya falls off balance after that low leg kick there from Peak. You seen the odds moved. Oh wow, it was a nasty leg kick from Peak. The odds moved. Peak started as a pretty significant underdog. Came in a pretty good favorite. Around the 155. Good inside leg kick there from Peak. And I really have no idea what's going to happen in most of the the main card fights. I think it's a lot of unpredictable fights. Shoot, I don't even know what'll happen for finishes or anything. Good right hand and side kick to the body there for Trevor Peak, but he just shoved his head right into a guillotine. We'll see if he can escape this. Oh, and look at this. And Pink tries to roll out of this. Yahya just wrenching on this guillotine. Remember, I told you guys I called the upset here for Muhammad Yahya. And he is... lands a couple shots to the body. Looks like Peak's out, and Peak's on top now. Well, the referee is... Oh, it's the end of the round. Wow, that was crazy. I didn't even realize it was the end of the round. I thought maybe there's a foul. That seemed like a quick round. All right, round 2 coming up. Saturday, November 4th, Halton Almeida taking on the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. Wow, they are really trying to make it difficult for the podcast today for Fight Companions, aren't they? Good front kick to the body there from Peak. And a good body kick there from Yahya. I had to give Trevor Peak that first round. Even though I picked Yahya for this. I mean, he's pretty dominant. Now remember, Syed Nurmagomedov. Oh! Both guys landing right hands. Look like Yahya got the better of that, though. Peak went down to a knee. I'm not sure if he's a little off balance or if he really got caught. Syed Nurmagomedov coming off of a loss here. I believe his first loss in the UFC. It was to Jonathan Mark. No, second loss in the UFC. Excuse me, because he lost to Raoni Barcelos back in 2019. Oh, what a combination from Peak. Left hand, right hook. So we'll see if Syed Nurmagomedov can bounce back. I think he will. Great body kick there from Yahya. Shin to liver. Peak shaking his head at Yahya, saying, yeah, come on in. Come on in, buddy. Inside leg kick there from Peak, and Yahya seemed to, I don't know why Yahya's stumbling. Oh, 2 nice right hands, though. Yahya counters Peak coming in. Yahya's got a great counter. He's hit Peak with that straight right several times, and he's caught him coming in, which causes a lot of knockouts. I mean, you can go through the years. You can see, I don't know how many times Roy Jones Jr. did it. Of course, Connor caught Jose with it. Antonio Tarver caught Roy Jones Jr. With it. Famously, that big right hand when they threw shots at the same time. Nice left hand there from Yahya. Might have been a left from Tarver, actually, because he was the southpaw. But It was a shot he caught him with coming in. Oh, nice left hook. Peak tag Yaya's chin there. And a good right hand there from Yaya. Great competitive fight here. And I think Yaya was a little hesitant in that first round. This is his first fight in the UFC. Everybody's got a little bit of nerves, almost everyone. Oh, and Peak floors him. Yaya down for a moment. Yaya working on the guillotine here again. Oh, good knee to the body there from Peak and a straight right. And Yaya looks so tired. I wonder if he's got a little bit of adrenaline dump from, this being his first UFC fight. But I haven't watched him enough. That could just be his composure. He just looks drained. Good body kick there from Yaya. And good defense from Peak, ducking under that combination. Another body kick lands for Yaya. Oh, man, great exchange. Standing elbow lands for Peak. Good right hook for Yaya. And good body kick there from Yaya. Oh, what a left hook to the body from Peak. He is seeking to punish that liver. Inside leg kick there from Peak. Good straight right hand from Yaya. 10 seconds left in the second. There's another good body kick from Yaya. And I feel like Yaya's had a better round than he did in the first. I got a round apiece, 19-19 through 2. And we will head into the third and final here. Still to come, Ikram Aliskerov, 14-1, making his debut on the main card. Warley Alves, a big underdog in this one, but don't forget, Warley Alves, he happens to own the biggest upset in UFC history. I believe he was a 9-1 underdog. Good front kick to the body. There from Yaya. Another body kick there, and good combination upstairs from Peak. Peak's chasing him here. They exchange right hands. He's got to really be careful walking into counter shots from Yaya. Oh, great right hook to the body. Left hand upstairs. Trevor Peak letting the hands go. What a combination upstairs. Man, talk about a guy that really wants to win this fight. Takes Yaya to the ground easily. And Yaya, is like I was saying, I thought he might be getting a little tired, and he may have been. Oh, and look at this. Peak with the back. Yaya on a knee. Good left hook there from Peak. Yaya gets up, but Peak's got a great body lock on him here. And takes him down again easily. Trevor Peak doing good work here in the third round. And back up. Good front kick to the body from Yahya again. But basically, Yahya is really just to have that straight right, which he lands there again, and the body kicks. That's kind of all he brought to the game today. And at this point, I don't think it's been enough against Trevor Peak. Oh, what a great three-punch combination from Peak. That counter right lands again for Yahya, but Peak landed about 5 or 6 shots there to Yahya's 1. Oh, good front kick to the body from Yahya. And Peak pushing Yahya into the fence here once again. And back to the center of the cage. They exchange right hands. That body kick again for Yahya. He really has got to come up with some new moves here, though. Good body kick there for Yahya. Good 1-2. And a lot of clinching here in this third round, though. There's a left hand there from Peak. But both guys seem like they're kind of worn out. There's a big right hand from Peak. 45 seconds left in the third. And a great front kick to the body there from Peak. I think Yahya's really got to do something here. Or I think he needs a finish. Good left hand there from Yahya. He clinches up. Peak takes him down once again, though. I mean, if he hadn't wrapped this round up, which I believe it should be wrapped up, but if he hadn't, of course, that's just going to help him more. And seconds left here, and it looks like Trevor Peak either 29-28, if not a 30-27. All right, 28 up in the chat. What's up, PR? This is grossly underestimated. Oh, wow, I missed a lot of chat. Sorry, guys. I was getting my verdict picks in, which I hope you guys have gotten. Let's get ready to rumble, Robert. Kick is a new streaming app that seems to be pretty independent, user-friendly from what I've seen. Might be worth checking out. I have heard of it, Greg. You know, I don't want to leave YouTube, and for those of you guys that have been here with me on YouTube the whole time, I would probably at least try to dual stream. staying on YouTube and, something else.
American veterans keeping our promise to America's veterans. Here's Bruce Buffer.
But we got 28 people in here early, so it does look like they did somewhat promote the stream.
29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous
That's got to be peak.
decision, Trevor.
Yeah. So I called that one wrong. The bettors had the line there. Like I mentioned, Peak started at just a slight underdog. Ended up being a minus 155 favorite from money coming in on him. And, some of these guys, they knew what they were doing. I just kind of took a late shot in the dark prediction at that one. Thank you, PBR. What's up, New Britain Polly? King James, who do I have winning? I think Usman, I think Usman loses to Chimaev. Volk and Makhachev, man, I would say that's a coin flip, but Makhachev was already in camp. I do think he's going to take Volkanovski. Not that he didn't take him seriously the first time, but he won't be surprised by anything that he does. So, also, before they were in Perth, Australia. This one, this is kind of in Makhachev's backyard. So, I think that's going to play to his favor. I don't know how long these guys have been there. Unbeaten, 10-0, tied for longest active win streak in the UFC Flyweight division with 4. So I was really looking forward to Paul Costa. Really wanted to see Khamzat, how his wrestling looks against a big middleweight. Yeah, me too, man. PR says, Grim, my man. What's up, PR? Like the scrolling emojis on the side of chat. Never noticed them before. Yeah, YouTube just started doing that. I think it's probably a couple months ago I seen them pop up. Look like Usman past his prime. Last fight. I agree, King James. I think those knees of his are just... he's been rubbing... He said he's been rubbing on cartilage and cartilage for a while. And I think that's just caught up to him. I mean, when you have injuries like that or just like really bad knees like that, I just don't see how you can continue to pound and pound and pound. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you. World is yours. What's up, my man? ESPN, ESPN Plus, ESPN pay-per-view. All right, Tim Elliott's won 4 of his last fights, tied for most takedowns in flyweight history of 58. Also on that significant strikes list, 4th overall. Forgot little Gilbert humanized Khamzat. And he did, PR. And I still don't count Usman out of this fight. I'm glad this fight's happening because we really get to see Chimaev tested, I think. All right, Tim Elliott, 13 years older now at 36. Both men 5'7". Makhachev will have a 4-inch reach advantage, and he is a huge favorite at minus 395. 10 beers deep. Let's go. Main hasn't even started yet. Robert's overachieving today. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a minus 395 favorite in Manchester, England. Undefeated at 10-0, presenting the number 11th ranked flyweight in the world, Magomed Ankalaev. Going with Volk and Khamzat. Yeah, I like that, people. I think Volk has a great chance. Gilbert is a boast. He rocked the hell out of Usman, too, if you recall. Oh, our beast. Yeah, he's definitely a beast, man. All right, out of the red corner out of Kansas City, Missouri, he is a plus 310 underdog. They call him the Dirty Bird, Tim Elliott. And I didn't put the money down on this, but I mean, Tim, that's a pretty big underdog. This guy is quite a bit younger, though. Plus 395. I mean, that's some good dog money right there. So that'll be something to watch. Makhachev, or excuse me, Elliott coming out aggressive here. Nice left hook there. Oh, and catches the body kick there of Makhachev, takes him down easily. There's not a lot of guys that can perform at the highest level against the greatest competition at 23 years old. We're about to see what Magomed Ankalaev's got at 23 years old. And Tim Elliott just passed the great Demetrius Johnson for most takedowns in the history of the UFC, or history of the flyweight division in the UFC. What's up there, Nelson? Not saying who's one will win, but definitely discrediting the man. Robert, you going to be banging beer cans together like Steve Austin by the time the main event starts? I think that's probably Robert at the house all the time. From sun up to sundown. And Tim Elliott on top so far. Looking very good here against Makhachev. Like I said, I don't know that I would have bet him, and I didn't bet him, but that underdog money seems pretty tempting. Oh, big elbows from the top here from Elliott. And Makhachev is up. Oh, and he lands a big right hook right on the chin. Elliott gives him a smile, but that no doubt did not feel good. And a kick to the chest there from Makhachev. Oh, there's a left hook, gets through, but a big right hand for Elliott right on the chin. And that was a great sprawl there from Elliott to stop that takedown. Lands a good knee to the body. Another good body kick there from Makhachev. Oh, nice left hook up top from Elliott. And Elliott really, I think he's been at the best of his career the last few years. It's too bad he didn't have that skill set and dedication, I guess, earlier in his career. Maybe he could have been champion. Hey, I have already started banging beer cans, Robert.
Sometimes you don't get the hands off the mat. Right.
And we got a foul here.
Let's take a look here. What did he, John?
Watch. He got him up, but then they go back down. Okay. They're up. Oh.
Well, looked like maybe the right hand.
That was very close.
Great. I'm trying to look in two places at once.
Elliott timed that knee to the head almost perfectly. Jason Herzog calling it a foul.
2 minutes to go, round one.
It was definitely worth stopping to take a closer look at it.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fouls tonight, boys.
Yeah. And I'm hoping...
A good combination from Elliott. Lands a nice right hook on the chin. I say if it's that close, let it go. I'm actually going to disagree. I'm not going to criticize Herzog at all because that's a split decision thing. Nobody can see it that fast. Very few people. Good spin kick to the body from Elliott. But I'm going to kind of disagree with the commentators a little bit here and saying, that that was a good thing to stop it and get a look at it. And it's like, man, when it's that freaking close, I don't care. Land your knee. If you're within seconds of... I hate the hand rule anyways. I know we got to stay within those rules, but it's such a pussy rule. Oh, I touched my finger on the mat. Now you can't knee me. What is this, like tag? And it's, you're out of bounds. Come on. It's just like some, that's some pushy shit if you ask me. Not counting Usman out, but he didn't look the same last time out. I agree, King James. PR says fair enough. And Elliott cranking on a guillotine here. I don't think he's going to get it. It looks like Makhaev's already kind of started to work his way out of this. Yeah, and he's out. Elliott does have one of the best guillotines in the division. And, nice elbow from the bottom here from Elliott. And I thought Elliott had a great round. It'd be a shame if some of the judges end up giving this to Makhachev just because he ends up on top at the end here. And it's even Elliott doing the work from the bottom. Elbows to the head here of Makhachev from the bottom. Time clock's going to be off a few moments because of stopping for that knee to Jason Herzog. Wanted to get a second look at that. But I thought big round for Tim Elliott. 10-9, Tim Elliott after one. Who wants to bet I can't drink 12 beers before Maine? Oh, I'm sure you can. I could if I wanted to, but you guys wouldn't want me to. I'd be slurring my words. That's no fun. We know better than to challenge Roberts, King James. Yep, Greg says, not me. Beer in the shoe time. No, that is disgusting, man. I do not want to do that again. Better at least be a new shoe if I'm ever going to do that again. All right, here we go. And Makhachev goes for the takedown right at the beginning of the round, and Elliott immediately pulls that guillotine again. Makhaev's got to be careful doing that. I mean, Elliott's got a hell of a guillotine. It seems like he's doing that just assuming he can get out of it, and then once he pulls out, he'll have top position. Which may work out for him, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh, and he's out, and some good shots to the body there from Makhachev right before that. Might have helped loosen the grip from Elliott. Sorry, guys. I am very tired. This is an early one. I didn't get my nap. Get some caffeine here. Good elbows from the bottom here from Elliott. I really hope that these referees, respect and credit Elliott for the damage he's doing from the bottom. Because this is, twice he's been down and he's done more damage from the bottom than Makhaev's done from the top. And I think it was pretty unquestionable, honestly, to this point. Oh, nice little veteran move there. Elliott taking his elbow and just running it across the ear and the jawline of Makhachev. Trust me, that does not feel good. Yo, what's up, Phil? Good to see you, man. Betting against Robert, not being able to drink is plus 1,200. I don't have luggies in my. Don't do luggies in my. Oh, loogies. Oh, yuck. Same here, man. I woke up at 5, my day off, to do some marketing for my company. Good deal, man. Yeah, I was up. I was up at 1 o'clock this morning, which is not unusual for me, but I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm sure I'll kick into gear as soon as this main card starts, though. Probably because I'm getting old. Hammer fists from the top here from Makhachev. Just not a lot of action to call here, though, halfway through the second. Elliott's really good at jamming guys up when they get on top of him. I mean, he'll go for those guillotine attempts. He's really good in that open guard. He creates spaces to land those elbows. He's really nasty from down there, and he makes it hard for the guy on the top to do anything a lot of times. It's just what he's doing here. Lands a couple more elbows there. Oh, and he's working on it. He's looking for a guillotine choke. Plus, he's got an arm. He's really cranking on this arm. Makhachev going with the slam, and he's able to escape. Picks him up Rampage Pride style, slams him on his head. And it worked out for him. Makhachev on top now in the open guard of Elliott. And he's also neutralized that space that Tim Elliott likes to get. Elliott uses that little shrimp crawl to create space to go for submission attempts and land elbows from his back. And Makhachev's done a good job neutralizing that. It was a good palm strike there from Elliott. Makhachev not able to land a whole lot from the top here either, though. And I feel like this is a round that Tim Elliott's winning, but I also feel like it might be hard to give it to him because he spent most of it on the bottom. Nick Diaz would have this problem sometimes. A guy would go to take him down instead of trying to get up. He would punish the guy from the bottom, and a lot of times I swear he should have won rounds, but the judges weren't educated enough to score the fight, to score him winning from the bottom. A lot of times it seems like they just see, oh, top guy win, and that's definitely not always the case. 20 seconds left here in the second. I'll tell you, I had Tim won in the first round. I think this second round's very close as well. And I got to give the second round to Tim Elliott. I don't think that the judges will because Makhachev was on top so much, but I think Tim Elliott first two rounds. Like, I'm so tempted to come to Washington and work for you. Nick was so awesome. Nick Diaz forever, forever. Nick Diaz, PBR. Yes, he was and is. Isn't it like the one who procreated with Tavern Toy, only to cry when she hoed around? I don't know the story. I don't think I'm familiar with that situation. But yeah, no, I did hire somebody, Robert. But yeah, you should still come over here. All right, here we go. I had to hire a new weekend guy. My weekend guy had given his notice, but I got somebody new now. See if Elliott can implement his game plan this round. Good body kick there from Makhachev. Drops down again for a takedown again. Elliott sprawls. Puts that guillotine on. Elliott's just he's gotta work. Oh, nice knee. That's definitely a legal knee. That second one was close. No call from Herzog, though. Oh, that was not a legal knee. Oh, no. We could see a point taken away here from Champ.
Man, these referees have had a lot to deal with tonight.
I have a feeling Herzog's going to take a point here.
A couple of clean shots and then a dirty one.
Oh, the dirty bird with the dirty knee.
Ankle, I can't see the backside. Maybe the second one, it doesn't look like it.
I'm just going to hope we end up sinking close to up. What happened to Mike Swick? Oh, man, Mike Swick's been out for a while, man. He's old now, I think. What's going on, Joe Still? Travis is in the house. What's up, Travis?
From certain angles, but he's not actually down. Now he's down.
He's down. When the hand goes up, you can.
And Jason Herzog's telling him, he's telling Tim Elliott here, he's telling him, he's down, because he can tell Tim wants to land that knee. Oh, this is hilarious.
The athlete cannot play the game. And right now, Makhachev is playing the game. Oh, nasty.
Oh, and Makhachev flips him over. Great flip there. And see, that's a good point there. And I actually kind of like that Jason Herzog was telling him he's down there. It's not something that, Herzog's banned from doing. But Makhachev was at a position where he could put his hand down, and Tim necessarily couldn't see that his hand was down. I'll come out. If you and your wife would have me, I hope you can afford my beer habit. Greg's minus 1 point. Did he take a point? I didn't think he took a point. What's up, Torn Brown in the house? Good to see you, my man. Some early fights today. Yeah, I'll tell you, when these fights are over, guys, I'm going back to bed for a couple hours. Good shot to the body. I hear from Makhachev. Makhachev having a much better round here in the third. I gave Elliott the first. I barely gave him the second, even though I said I don't think the referees will, because most of the work he did was from the bottom. Good body shots from the top here from Makhachev. Makhachev seems to kind of be figuring out a little bit better what to do with Tim. Pushing him up against the fence and stuff there. I don't like the guys that just put their, like a couple fingers down on the mat and say, oh, I'm a downed opponent, you can't knee me now. It's like, nah, I think you deserve what you get if you do that. Now, if a knee's down, that's a much different story. I can't stand the hand on... Oh, there it is! Makhachev with the submission win in the third. Wow, that was quick. That is not an easy guy to submit either. Mohamed Makhachev submitting Tim Elliott. Looked like a head and arm choke there.
It was exactly what he needed. He needed a statement win.
It's a very good fight between Jubal and Breeden, says Tor. I missed that one. I came in and started the last fight before this one. Oh, what a nice slam there from the bottom there from Makhachev, and that takes a tremendous amount of strength to pick up Tim and slam him from that position.
Unbelievable. Let's take a look at the finish here. Starts to line up this arm triangle. You see Elliott just gets his arm caught there for too long, trying to hold on to this. And Makhachev showing his strength and just squeezes all the space out there. Didn't even get his leg all the way to the other side.
Man, Makhachev's just a stud. He's a vice crib there.
This kid's a problem. He's a true contender now at flyweight, man. He can wrestle. He's
in the top. Yeah, he's in the top 10, and he's just going to continue to get bigger fights now. Makhachev's definitely, he's a problem for everyone.
5-0 in the UFC. We'll talk to him after this word from DraftKings Sportsbook. When UFC fighters battle it out inside the octagon,
I am curious to see how the judges scored those first two rounds, though. Go watch Mike as a barn burner. All right, I'll have to check it out, man. Wish UFC would adopt left-weight rules set, right? Oh, that would be badass, man. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but that would be badass.
Life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
So hyped for Usman and Khamzat. Me too, man. Yeah, that's a hell of a fight.
UFC, please
I mean, it might have been a better fight even a couple of years ago when Usman, you know, before Usman started to slide a little bit. But Usman's still an animal.
3 seconds of round number 3. Declare the winner by submission due to a head and arm choke, Muhammad.
Yep, that was the head and arm, Makhachev. Good submission there. Volk needs to finish. He will get no love from these biased-ass judges. They're going to need to bring back soccer kicks, Greg. I love the soccer kicks, man. I hope those rumors about Pride coming back are true. I hope Pride FC comes back. All the old rules. Just, well, Ryzen has it, but Ryzen's only, 3 in the morning.
In UFC with 4 finishes and most fight winning streak in flyweight division. Dana, give me Kamura France for the title.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to say next.
And Makhachev asked, he says he wants Kamura France or he wants a shot at the title.
They didn't want to fight you. Which one of them is preferred for you when you step in the octagon? Kamura France is who you want.
Anyone. Kamura France, Amira Bazi. Manakape, anyone. Anyway, forget about it. Forget. Alhamdulillah, I won. I just want to send peace for around the world. My brothers and sisters in Palestine. May everyone stay safe. My little brothers, kids, women. I just want to send peace around the world.
Oh, and you hear the cheers here from this crowd. He's in friendly space for that talk there in the United Emirates. I won't get into the sad situation that's going on over in the Middle East right now, because I know how much YouTube loves that kind of controversy. But I hope for peace over there. That's what you want, without going in too much to one side or the other. You hope for peace. Same thing with Ukraine and Russia. Just get us out of these wars. Healthy younger Usman would wake Khamzat up. Oh, it would be a barn burner, man, and I still think Usman, he could win it. Torrance, I got Usman shocking the world and beating Khamzat. Definitely could, man. That could definitely happen. Phil, I got Khamzat is going to smash Usman. I wouldn't be super surprised with that either. I feel y'all underestimating Usman. What y'all gonna say if Usman pulls off the unthinkable? He got lucky or something. See, I don't think it's unthinkable at all. I think it's a great matchup. I would not have made Usman as big an underdog as he is. I would have made him probably a slight underdog, but I mean he's like almost a 4-1. That's pretty ridiculous. Nothing wrong with a good underestimation, says Phil. Greg says there did away with USADA. I say F it, bring back head strikes of down opponents, put everyone on steroids, be like Pride Days again. Well, they, unfortunately for you, Greg, they already hired another company that does drug testing for other sports. It's just a different umbrella. It's not USADA anymore. I don't remember the name of the company, but they went out and found somebody. I think Conor McGregor referred somebody to them. Forget, before Rocky, he was undefeated champ and pound for pound in the world. MMA fans forget so quick to forget. They definitely are, PR. King James Usman wrestling slowed down because of knee issues. Yeah, that's the other part of it, that where we could see, if it wasn't for the knee issues, I would have put some good money down on Usman, because he's such a large underdog here, and like I said, he still could definitely win that fight. Khamzat barely beat Gilbert Burns. Burns made that man look human. Yeah, and Burns gave Usman fits too. Burns a stud. Burns is an absolute stud. That's one of those guys, kind of like Colby. And it's like, if you think, man, if he had, been in the UFC in a different era, what would he have done? I also think there's a good chance that Colby gets that belt. All right, the main card of the evening is here, guys, from Abu Dhabi, UFC 294. Khamzat versus Usman, Makhachev versus Volkanovski 2. And what the hell is going to happen there? Because, as you guys know, Volkanovski gave Makhachev everything he could handle and more. A lot of people thought he won that fight. I thought Makhachev won that fight, to be honest. Or excuse me, Makhachev. Wrong word. I gave it to Volkanovski. Definitely was close. Definitely was a close fight. Usman going to put a whooping on Khamzat. Hype train derailed. Wow. Torn Brown, bold prediction. So I like Usman. I was rooting for him to get the belt back. Thought he actually would, but nope. Sorry guys, this is my remote. If you're wondering what that clicking is for my Octa stream, it's my fight stick. Just don't fall in love with these UFC hype jobs. I get that, Torin, but I think Chimaev has proved, in my opinion, that he's a little more than a height job now. He has nowhere near the resume that Usman does. But he's taken out some good opponents. Very convincingly. Syed Nurmagomedov returning. First fight of the pay-per-view, though. Coming off of that loss to Jonathan Martinez, which, I did think that was a close fight. I was kind of surprised that they gave it to Martinez. Khamzat, just such a phony, man. I can't stand the dude. What's up, Muhammad? Time, it is 11:08 Pacific. First fight of the main card should be starting any moment here. Never been a Khamzat fan, but age and injuries catch everyone. Well, Khamzat will lose if he goes off script and against his coach's plans. Well, he says Islam has a personality of his own. PR. Yeah, who won, Khamzat or Usman? Please answer me. That fight has not happened yet, Kareem Arthur. So you haven't missed it yet, brother. Still a few fights away. All right, but we got Syed Nurmagomedov coming up first. Be honest, I didn't care about Alexander Volk and Islam too. Says Torin. I definitely care about that one, but Joe still says the fight hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I probably am looking more forward to Khamzat Usman, though, even more so than, Volk and Makhachev too. But I'm definitely looking forward to both. All right, showing that stare down once again between Makhachev and Volkanovski. This was yesterday. A press conference got pretty heated.
Wow, what's coming up is brought to you by EA Sports UFC.
And it definitely got heated between Chimaev and Usman. Talk about intense. I was interested in Islam versus Oliveira too, yeah. This guy demanding an answer, SPR. Can't answer an unknown yet. Someone tell me all the results that already played, please. Good. Surprised to see Fedor in the new UFC game. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised at that too, Greg. Definitely. We can do a recap though. Not because you said no. We should do a quick recap though. Let's go over what happened earlier today. We'll get you all your results before we start the pay-per-view portions. Card just started. Don't be so demanding, King James, right? Yeah, we'll get it here though. Just relax here, Kareem. Don't get your panties in a wad. All right, early on, Shara Magomedov dominated Bruno Silva. I really was not surprised by that one. I was really surprised that Bruno Silva was only a 2-1 underdog there. I think that was probably pretty easy money. I wish I would have made it to the casino. Victoria Dudikova defeats Jenyu Fry by unanimous decision. Nathaniel Wood gets ousted by the plus 250 underdog Muhammad Namaev. Big win for him, and somebody won some big money, almost 3-1 there. Mike Breeden and Shol Jubilee. Mike Breeden with the third round knockout, 3 minutes of the third round. Torrin Brown was saying that was a great fight, so I will have to go back and watch it. Cedriques Dumas defeating Abu Azatar, unanimous decision. Middleweight, not a lot of finishes here. Victor Henry and Javid Basharat. So that was happening just as I walked in today. Victor Henry got hit with it. Looked like a bad low blow. They were having a hard time finding the angle on it for a long time. But Victor Henry was in excruciating agony. I mean, he was just screaming. There's I have no doubt that he got hit very hard. Then Trevor Peak defeated Muhammad Yahya by unanimous decision. Good performance for him. Then Muhammad Makhachev just submitted Tim Elliott. That was the main fight for the prelims. Syed Nurmagomedov and Mouin Gafurov of Tajikistan up next. So there's what we got. I'm a different timeline, bro. Don't try to be funny. Are you in an alternate universe, Kareem? I wouldn't want to Indy, I can't find where to watch, so it's okay for a dude to ask. I watched that earlier. It was great, Phil. Are you doing call-ins at the end? Yeah, let's do call-ins at the end, Frankie. Good idea. Phil says a bloody mess and puts man on the next outburst. Nah, he's fine for now. It's all good. I appreciate it, though, PR. Yeah, but we got your results here. All right, Syadner Magomedov, 17-3, taking on Gufarov up next. I need to get the right names on here. Get the program, Mike. Win Gafarov. Sounds like a name that should be in like the Lord of the Rings trilogy or something. We're all in different time zones, dude. It's cool. Jim said no censorship. When is the main expected to start? Main event should be roughly 2 hours, Frankie. Because this is the start of the main card and there's 5 fights. So this should be a good one. Might be the best pay-per-view of the year up to this point. I mean, it's there. These are some good matchups, especially that Chimaev and Usman. I really like that fight. I still would have liked to see, Paulo Costa there. No, Syed's not undefeated. He's actually got 3 losses, and he lost his last match against Jonathan Martinez. Very disputed decision. But yeah, he has 3 losses, and he has 2 in the UFC. He lost the decision in the UFC in 2019. Gafarov or Kings. This is Greg. All right, Muin Gafarov, 1 of 5 Tajik fighters in UFC history. One of those Tajikistan fighters pulled off a big upset earlier. He was a plus 250 underdog. We'll see if we might get another upset. Gafarov has finished 17 of his 18 wins, 10 knockouts, 7 submissions. 14 of those were in the first round. That's terrifying. You got to wonder what his level of competition has been. But finishing 17 of 18 wins. He's an international master of sport and combat sambo, which is a very high honor. Oh, so drunk right now, Robert says. Not surprised. The changes made it 5-fold more interesting, says Frankie. Yeah, I think we might have ended up with a better card. I kind of had in the back of my head that the Paulo Costa fight was not going to happen. It just did not seem like he wanted that fight. They had announced it a really long time back. And then Costa ends up having to pull out. So I don't know. Chael Sonnen had been, he had been hinting at that for a while too. He actually called Paulo Costa and Charles Oliveira. I don't know if you guys knew this. Probably 3 months ago, Chael said, neither one of those fighters will make their fights. He goes, I guarantee it. And sure enough, week 2 before, 10 days or whatever before this event, both guys have to drop out for different reasons. Is that one-eyed Russian gingerbread on Maine? One-eyed? King, he fought on prelims, main fights, Robert. All right, there is Saad Nurmagomedov, one of 3 Russian bantamweights now in the UFC. He is out of Dagestan, and yes, he is related to Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't know if Khabib is in the building. I don't know that. I think Khabib retired from coaching, actually. Sometimes he'll kind of show up in a corner sometimes. But I did see him at Bellator in Tacoma. When I went to that last Bellator card, Khabib was there, and he got bigger cheers than any fighter that was out there. And you could tell that, you know, he smiled like he kind of appreciated it, but he's like, man, you know, you could tell he wanted the fighters to be getting the attention, and not him. Shoot, I got in late, King. Unless he's picking a fighter to win. Oh, this dude walking music with the Saudi national anthem or what? Yeah, I don't know. I have my sound off. But wouldn't surprise me. All right, Saad, 4 years older at 31 years old. He is a minus 285 favorite. Saad 17-3, win 18-5. All right, here we go. The main card is here. Volkanovski versus Makhachev 2. Khamzat versus Usman. This should be a barn burner, guys. What's the combat jiu-jitsu is punches instead of slaps, and Khabib can compete in it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Me too, man. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a plus 230 underdog out of Tajikistan. 18 wins against 5 losses. Muin Gafarov. Yeah, I figured you meant a K instead of a J there. All right, and fighting out of the red corner out of Dagestan, Russia. He is a minus 285 favorite. The record is 17 wins, just 3 losses. Saad Nurmagomedov. And I have a feeling Saad's going to be coming in extra violent, extra focused after that loss to Jonathan Martinez, who had to sacrifice a couch. So Bruce Buffer, you get that shirt. Oh, right, that was one of his more ridiculous suits. King James says, I got Walker. That should be a good fight, too. Ankalaev and Johnny Walker. That's a very interesting fight. I actually think Ankalaev is going to knock Johnny Walker out. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I like Walker a lot. I want him to win. Inside leg kick from Nurmagomedov, who draws first blood. And Gafarov answers with the outside. There's another vicious leg kick there from Saad. Push kick to the body from Nurmagomedov. And remember, Gafarov's got a lot of finishes and a lot of early ones. Oh, nice head kick from Saad. Overhand right lands for Gafarov. And he lands a big left hook. Saad got tagged a couple times here. But Saad going with the gate. Oh, he's got these. He's got the Peruvian necktie. And Gafarov taps. 3:47 left in the second. About a minute, less than a minute 15 into the first round. Saad Nurmagomedov ties up the Peruvian necktie as Moin Gafarov goes to sleep. Wow. Let's watch that one again. Oh, he just... See how a lot of guys jump into that guillotine choke, going too low for a takedown with his neck in there. Gafarov does the same thing. And Saad, instead of just going under with the guillotine, he looped it and brought it back around. And I think that's a Peruvian necktie, a modified Peruvian necktie. Ankalaev is so boring. He definitely can be, man. Yeah, it was a rookie move. 295 should be incredible. We all agree UFC knows how to stack the deck with their pay-per-views. Boxing can't. Oh, boxing is so screwed right now, man. Mark Garner looks like Bisping's dad. I like it. And, of course, Moin Gafarov, very upset here. But, that's the game. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. All right, Saad. Quick win for him.
What a fantastic performance. How good does it feel to get a victory like that?
And we need Daniel Cormier here. Interviewing Saad Nurmagomedov.
Two very fast submissions with the same submission. Is that your special move?
Yeah, this is my key. This is what I do.
That was a fantastic performance. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Saad Nurmagomedov.
All right, great win for Saad, making quick work of a tough opponent in Moin Gafarov.
From that loss to Jonathan Martinez back in March. Congratulations to Saad Nurmagomedov.
296, a good pay-per-view too. Oh yeah, Steven Seagal in the crowd.
Also with us tonight.
Aljamain Sterling. Someone tell Steven Seagal the donut shop is that way.
Great to have them with us in Abu Dhabi. Well, you may have heard the world's most famous arena hosts the world's best fight promotion with the heavyweight title.
Yes, UFC 295 is at the legendary Madison Square Garden, November 11th. I cannot wait for that one. Go Team Miocic. You guys can hear my neighbors, asshole neighbors, leaving their dogs out. I can't stand people leave their dogs out barking all day. It's like, why are you going to have a dog? Fighters better be on their best behavior. The world's most dangerous man is in the crowd. They don't want Mr. Seagal getting involved. Well, we know Judo Gene LaBelle's not there to make him shit his pants, so. Gotta switch devices and drop out of chat. I'll be listening, my dudes. All right. Thanks, King James. I get you there. Is your neighbor moving their Wi-Fi around? No. Everybody knows that story by now, right? How Judo Gene LaBelle made choked out Steven Seagal, and Seagal shit his pants. Seems like UFC goes to New York City every fall, but never in the summer. Yeah, I don't know why. And PBR Street Gang with the first super chat of the night. Thank you, PBR Street Gang. Appreciate it, man. Sound like big dogs, too. They're not small, man. There's some pretty big dogs in my neighborhood. Trust me, when I go out and walk my dog, man, you just hear barking for miles. But I do not leave my dog outside. He goes out to go to the bathroom, and, he might hang out for maybe 5 minutes. I know some dogs like to be out more than that. But you got to take them for walks, All right, thank you, PBR Street Gang. And Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski is in the building. Most goals, 3 seconds of him doing nothing had more action in it than his last movie. Oh, yeah, he's still making movies over in Russia, isn't he? Yeah, I've heard that one about Seagal shitting himself. Yeah. Yeah, how embarrassing. How absolutely embarrassing. All right, guys. Warlley Alves. Well, he already has the biggest upset in UFC history. We'll see if he can pull off another big upset today against Ikram Alaskarov. I'm going to say no. Alaskarov is an absolute beast. Bobby Green's fighting Dan Hooker on a fight night in Austin, Texas. They're going to be headlining. Oh, I like that fight. I like that fight for both guys. That's a very appropriate fight. Noisy people in general, dogs, kids, stupid loud music in public, all of them need to shut up. I agree, PBR. This movie somehow keep getting worse. If you want a good laugh, check out a guy called Space Ice. He does commentary over Steven Seagal movies, and it's freaking hilarious. I will check it out. Great. Does he get away with actually putting the movie up, though, or do you, sync it up with the time? So I've always wondered how people did that. I would like to do that, but I don't know how to. I guess I need to check that guy out, and then I guess I can see how he does it. Yeah, I want to yell out my window, these dogs, shut up! But, of course, that's just going to make them bark that much more. Steven's last movie was 2 hours long about him trying to get up from his chair. And, I was a big Seagal fan I'm still a big fan of his older movies. Mark for Death, Under Siege. I know there's a lot of them I watched in the 80s, and I can't think of all the names right now. Fire Down Below, that was a good one. The Glimmer Man in the 90s, that was one of my favorites. Above the Law. Above the Law is a really good one. That might be his best. But yeah, he's a little old now. All right, Warlley Alves. Last handshakes and hugs from his corners here before he goes into the cage. A big underdog. His last 3 wins are by knockout. Ultimate Fighter Brazil 3 winner at middleweight, tied for 4th most guillotine submissions in UFC history with 3. Don't really see him catching Aliskerov with a guillotine choke, but like I said, he's got a good one. Don't forget Marked for Sleep. Oh yeah, Marked for Death was a good one too. No, I liked everything he did in the 80s, and I can't think of anything in the 90s that he did that I didn't like either. All right, this gentleman's about to get a big ovation, I feel. Ikram Aliskerov.
Phenom-type player who gets as much attention as this man right now. Ikram Aliskerov has won 6 in a row. DC's looking at me like I'm crazy now. Khamzat Chimaev's only career
In Abu Dhabi.
came against Chimaev. Knocked out Phil Hawes. Was favored to beat Paulo Costa before that fight went away. What am I missing, Chet?
No. Sharp bullet is why.
One of 5 active Russian middleweights. And Aliskerov, 6-fight win streak, Combat Sambo world champion, comes to us from Dana White Contender Series, week 8 of season 6.
From Manscaped, the official electric trimmer of UFC.
All right, I'm going to be marked for sleep after these last 4 fights, PR. I'll tell you, I'm a little exhausted already. Not getting that nap after work. But I am sure I'll wake up for the big fights here. All right, Warley Alves, 2 years older at 32. Aliskerov, an inch taller at 6 feet. First middleweight fight since 2014 for Warley Alves. Aliskerov will have a 4-inch reach advantage at 76 inches, and he is a healthy favorite at -600. All right, first fighting out of the blue corner. He is a plus 440 underdog out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 2-1 as a UFC underdog. 15-6 overall. Warley Alves. UFC has been to Seattle twice. I went in, God, I can't remember what year it was now. It's been a very long time, but the headline was actually Dan Hardy at middleweight, or excuse me, at welterweight against welterweight Anthony Rumble Johnson. All right, and out of the red corner, 14-1, Ikram Aliskerov. Lucas Bosaki is the referee for this one. Phil Davis fought on that. No, actually, maybe it was Phil Davis against Dan Harvey. I don't know. I remember those 3 fighters were in the co-main main event combo, and I'm missing one out of there. That's been years. Because I went when they were in Portland, too. They don't like to come to Washington, though. Good leg kick there from Alves. We have same-day weigh-ins here, so Washington State Commission has same-day weigh-ins, and UFC does not care for that. Good front kick to the knee there from Alves. And front kick to the body there from Aliskerov. Alves coming out aggressive, and I think that's what he needs to do against a younger fighter here. Not reckless, but set a pace. Hard leg kick on the inside from Alves. And another. That one kicked Aliskerov a little off balanced. Good jab from Aliskerov. Oh, and Aliskerov checks that kick from Warley. Lands a left hand upstairs. The left hand there from Ikram. Ikram measuring from the outside. Good defense there from Warley blocking that combination. Front kick to the body from Aliskerov and the jab upstairs. Good combination upstairs there from Ikram. And, I mean, Warley's been around enough. He's seen pretty much everything. Another front body kick there from Ikram. And as I mentioned before, he's already pulled off one big upset in the UFC. And Aliskerov goes for the takedown. Good defense there from Alves. Oh, and a great combination in the corner. Warley Alves is out. And there is the cartwheel from Ikram Aliskerov. Aliskerov doing business. Damn. Yeah, it was around 2009, Torn. I want to say it was 2009 or 2010. I went to UFC 102 in Portland in 2008. And, yeah, I think Seattle was 2009 the next year. All right, let's watch this replay. That was that left hand that Aliskerov kept putting out there. Floors Warley to begin with. Warley backs up. Oh, and a beautifully timed flying knee. Warley was watching the right knee. Gets caught with the left right on the chin. Right hand behind it. Man, what a knee. And then the 4-punch combination on top of it. Big uppercut there. And he just lets his hands go. Referee, have mercy. Ikram Aliskerov entertaining the crowd. Definitely a brutal finish. Quickest up and down emotions ever. It's PR. Yeah, that was quick. All right, and we're already to the 3 spot. I imagine they got some promotion and stuff. They're going to try to slow down the pace a little bit now that we've gotten through 2 fights in 40 minutes. Biggest underdog on the card. I had to go for it, Craig. Yeah, I get that, man.
To come in here with this level of hype and then deliver like this has to be better than even you could have expected.
Yes, yes. I want to say a couple of words. Abu Dhabi, assalamu alaikum. Hey guys, I feel the support. Thank you very much.
Gracias a todos que sentí su soporte, su apoyo. Gracias a todos por haber venido esta noche.
Да. Бой, ну я всегда нацелен на финиш. Я показал уже второй бой, первый раунд досрочил, так что я жду соперника из топ-10.
Yes, I always aim to finish quick. This is the second time I finished somebody really quick in the first round, so I'm waiting for the next.
So Ikram, yeah, he definitely does always aim to finish people quick. 14 first-round finishes. All right, and here we go again. I have picked the 2 winners. Last week, again, I picked all 5 winners, but just not the right methods and things to score the right amount of points. I'm a lot better than betting with money than playing the fantasy MMA, I guess. Don't trip, Greg. I bet on a walker. My time is next. Andrew Schultz in the crowd. Great comedian. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, my man. Bilal Muhammad in the crowd. Let's go. Yes, all right. And there is Magomed Ankalaev, the number 2 ranked light heavyweight in the world, warming up in the back. He will take on the hard-hitting and sometimes unsure-chinned Johnny Walker. And there is Johnny in the back, just doing a little bit of shadow boxing. Number 7th ranked light heavyweight in the world. And Johnny's had his ups and downs, but, you know, he's on the way back up recently. Even below his own people, booms, BR. Yeah, poor guy's not the most entertaining fighter. All right, and there's the advertisement. The GOAT at heavyweight, Jonathan Dwight Bones Jones, will challenge Stipe Miocic October 11th, the greatest heavyweight of all time, for the heavyweight championship. If Stipe can pull off the win against Jones, I think there's no argument as to who the greatest heavyweight of all time is. When he went 1-1 against Francis, I mean, the voices started to come after him. But I think a win over Jones would have to silence all that. Audible Law fans, PBR. Who is? Yeah, is anybody in there a Bilal Muhammad fan? I know that's mean. I don't dislike the guy, that's for sure. I'm not like a huge fan either. Man, I'll tell you what fight I might be looking forward to more than any fight that's been announced this entire year, and that's Alex Pereira and the return of Yuri Prochazka. That's an insane matchup. Both of those guys have got dynamite in their fists. And that's the co-main event for Jones versus Miocic. We're just 3 weeks away from that. Yeah, if you're a Bilal fan, see your way out. What's up, Awarchi? You get caught in an RNC? Do you tap or nap? Oh, I'm going to tap. I don't need brain damage, man. Bilal doesn't help with all the trolling he does on Twitter. Yeah, this is true. But, you know, somehow Connor does it and he's still popular. I don't get that, but I guess it is what it is. All right, Johnny Walker Magomed Ankalaev coming up in that 3 spot. Think Stipe can get it done, Mike? I sure think so. I mean, it's possible. John, I'm kind of surprised that John's not a bigger favorite. And with Stipe at 40 years old, even I would probably make John a bigger favorite. But I hope Stipe can get it done. And there's the replay of Stipe obliterating Daniel Cormier in the trilogy match. And then the little dance, which he denied he practiced. I don't buy it. Nuggets, I got Stipe. Well, at least I'm rooting for him. I hear you, PR. They call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things, says Archie. All right. All right, what's your predictions for this fight? Johnny Walker and Magomed Ankalaev here, Archie. Can't say you predict things and not give us predictions. Greg, so I hope Stipe wins. I think John is a great fighter, but the way they sweep his steroid use under the rug just rubs me the wrong way. They don't do that in any other sport. True. Well, they kind of do in boxing, but not even to the same point as the UFC, though. And you see Alex Pereira sitting at number 2. He's going to have that shot coming up against Yuri Prochazka. I got Walker TKO round 1, says Phil. Wow. Phil, PBR says Stipe just seems a grounded individual. Joe's just plain nuts, but that might play to Jones' favor. Yeah, Stipe seems very grounded. I don't think you're going to do anything to get Stipe excited. And that he doesn't seem like a real excitable guy. He's kind of always got the same look on his face. I'll call him Sleepy Stipe sometimes because he looks like he's half asleep and then he knocks somebody out. All right, I'm going to take a quick restroom break before this fight starts, guys. I'll be right back. Buddy. All right, the hard-hitting Johnny Walker making his way to the octagon. He's not as aggressive as he used to be. Since coming back from that shoulder injury, he has, you know, kind of rounded his game off a little more. Was once a very reckless fighter. He's a lot more technical than he was at one time, and now we're getting a robot dance here, though. I like it. A little robot and some kind of break dancing almost here for Johnny Walker. Guy definitely has some rhythm. Come on, Walker. This is Greg. Stay tuned. Johnny Walker should use blue after his name for the ring nickname. Best nickname. Right? 13 beers deep. Let's go. And Robert's still awake. He hasn't passed out yet. "13 beers deep at 11 o'clock in the morning." I know it's almost noon. I know it's almost 3 o'clock there. I'm picking Yuri to beat Alex's Torn. Man, that's a hard one to pick either way, Torn. Yuri could definitely do it. He's got incredible power. Those guys are just like two freight trains crashing. Greg's has got Yuri in the fight too. Trying to catch up, says Phil. God, I don't know how you guys can do it anymore. I mean, I'm like 3-4 beers, and like that's it for me. That's enough. I could have more, but it makes me tired. But I also, if I'm drinking, I'm usually doing edibles with it, so which is usually every day. Just to be clear. Jones can't get Stipe down. He's screwed. I think because I believe Stipe would be the better striker of the two. Oh, he's a much better boxer. I'll tell you that, Torrin. I think he's a much better boxer. Jones has always been very hittable. So that's where I look for Stipe's best chance. I think it's with a knockout, and it's with the hands. Says Phil D, you can do it. If I eat food when I'm drinking, I get tired. Besides that, I can go all day. Yeah, me too, man. Especially like what I eat anymore. Anymore as I'm getting older, though, I notice I don't even have to be drinking. If I eat crappy food, like somebody, you know, we order a pizza. I fucking love pizza. I want to eat like 4 slices, and I will be exhausted. It's like, it's nap time, man. So, yeah, I really gotta... I've been cutting back. I lost 10 pounds last month, actually. So I just kind of cut back, but it's the American way, says Phil. Just cut back my portions. Yeah, we're gluttons, Phil. All right, Magomed Ankalaev getting into the cage. And for his sake, you better hope he's entertaining, because I know Dana White is fed up with Ankalaev's style. He said as much. And so I have to train a lot to drink 12. I don't see Jones bullying Stipe like he did Gone. No, not at all. Stipe won't fear Jones in that octagon. Jones has a lot of curls. Been training for a long time, Phil. All right, both men 31 years old. Ankalaev coming in minus 360 favorite. Johnny Walker plus 285 on that dog money. Walker 21-7. Ankalaev 18-1. Yeah, that's got to be the most ridiculous suit I have seen Bruce Buffer wear, and I've seen a lot of them. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a plus 285 underdog from Dublin, Ireland. 21 wins against 7 losses. Presenting the number 7th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Johnny Walker. All right, and out of the red corner, a -360 favorite out of Makhachev, Russia. 18 wins, against 1 loss and 1 no contest. Presenting the number 2 ranked light heavyweight in the world, Magomed Ankalaev. What's up, Karma Israel? Says Stipe going to put those Cleveland Steamers on Jones. I hope so, man. Johnny just got the good luck buffer fist bump. Yeah, Khamzat's next turn. All right, just two more fights after this one. Co-main is up next after this. All right, they touch gloves, and here we go. Who will attack first? And how long is it before Ankalaev goes for a takedown? Walker's takedown defense is much, much better than it was 2 years ago. Good low leg kick from Walker. And I like how Walker's pumping that jab out there early. Even if it's not landing, he's going to set things up off of that. There's a straight right on the chin for Walker. Ankalaev with the head kick. Oh, nasty low leg kick for Walker. 4:20 left in the first. And they exchange leg kicks. A lot of feints coming out of Ankalaev here. And they clash shins. That's the second time that they've done that. Low leg kick for Magomed. Oh, and there's a shot from Ankalaev. Right hand on the temple of Walker. Like I said, his chin has failed him in the past. He's got to be careful not to take those big shots. Lands a straight right of his own. I think Johnny Walker should do one of those backflips right now, right in Ankalaev's face. Throw a foot up when you do it. Oh, good body kick there from Johnny. Left hand to the body from Ankalaev. Oh, nasty left hand from Ankalaev. That seemed to have hurt Walker for a moment. I'm not sure if it hurt him or he's playing possum, but Ankalaev going for the RNC. Attempting to rain down ground and pound, but Johnny Walker's got a pretty good defense here. Not so sure Johnny's going to be able to fight off the submission attempts from Ankalaev, though. And you see Dana pressed up against the cage here almost next to, I'm assuming, one of his Saudi princes or executives or whatever. Needs to be an evil smiley face emoji, right? And Johnny Walker up to one knee. Oh, eats a big knee. And that was that's going to be an illegal knee to the head from Ankalaev. Johnny Walker was definitely still a down opponent. Is Airbrev's going to give points from fouling instead of taking them away, right? Just walk over to the judges' table and tally a point on. We'll see how long Walker needs a break for here. Another illegal shot. Wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of illegal shots tonight. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Oh, Johnny Walker just pushed the referee. He said, fight's over. Oh, this is some bullshit. What the fuck is going on here? Some shady shit.
Johnny Walker must have realized something that the doctor didn't like hearing, and the doctor is calling an end to this fight.
So, John, it's the same doctor that was trying to tell.
Yes. Earlier tonight when we had the fouls.
Yes.
Oh, this is the same fucking prick that was saying that guy didn't get kicked in the groin when he was screaming. Oh, that doctor's a piece of shit. Oh, Johnny Walker's he's about to start swinging on everybody, and I will tell you, Johnny Walker's about as cool-minded fighter as you get. And now Magomed trying to break free. Get these fuckers out of the cage and get the fucking fight on. Dana, get in there. Tell these piece of shit commission to shut the fuck up and get this fight on. People paid for fights, and they should get fights. This doctor, go throw him in a jail cell somewhere. Dana White is in the cage. He's saying something to Johnny Walker. Johnny's obviously upset here, and I hope I really hope Dana has some patience with Johnny on this, because Johnny did push the referee, and that's usually an automatic ejection from the UFC.
I just wish I could hear what Johnny said. I was told by some of our trainers that they asked him, do you know what country you're in? And he couldn't answer it. There you go.
Well, they made the right call.
If that's true, then 100%, I think that's actually the right call.
Who said that? Because obviously you're getting told by someone, because I can't hear. I'm listening to the same stuff.
If I was the UFC, I would not have another event in the United Emirates. This is absolute bullshit.
There's a lot of class in this building. Nobody has thrown anything.
My goodness.
Restart the damn fight.
Such a disappointment. The fight was getting going.
You got an incompetent doctor. Tell him to shut the fuck up and go work at whatever veterinary clinic he escaped from.
Perhaps something got lost in translation. But a forgettable night.
Yeah, Johnny Walker probably couldn't even fucking understand him. He speaks Portuguese. Does this doctor speak Portuguese? I doubt it.
Referee Dan Movahead has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes.
This is absolute bullshit.
The doctor's advice, due to an unintentional foul, this bout is declared a no contest.
Oh, that is fucking dog shit.
Magomed Ankalaev and Johnny Walker, no contest. You heard Dana White just say there, we'll get it figured out.
They got to get these guys out the octagon, though. The emotion's still running high by both of them.
We're going to try to listen in once more, fellas.
So make sure he's okay, please.
He said, make sure you're okay. He said, yeah, I'm all right. Dude, you're speaking to a guy who speaks Portuguese and English.
You can hear the doctor. You can hear the doctor say, do you know where you are?
Johnny Walker has a fucking translator for a reason, though.
No, it's not a bad question. If Johnny did look a little confused.
Well, it seemed like the doctor rushed things, though. There are 5 minutes. Oftentimes we see doctors sort of just let things marinate, take care of the athlete.
Yeah, he's got 5 minutes because it was an illegal knee.
I feel bad for the guy, man. The guy's been in a bad situation.
Absolute bullshit. Not a great result for Magomed either. Of course, I love how pissed you are. Me too. Why do people pay good money for these? You know, you pay $85, $90 for a pay-per-view. God knows how much these tickets are. You got fighters that are, training in training camp for a good 10, 12 weeks. And then, you have something like that, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, you can't touch the ref no matter what. And that was... Man, like I said, this is the one time that I would say I hope Dana has leeway and a little for forgiveness for the ref thing, because that is totally out of character for Johnny Walker, and I know Dana likes Johnny a lot, but yeah, the referee thing, that's pretty much always like you're booted from the UFC for that. What's up, J Dig? Well, we got this crazy jackass doctor who, so Johnny Walker got hit with an illegal knee. He was down, he got hit with an illegal knee, and this doctor talks to Johnny for like 30 seconds or a minute and decides to stop the fight. I guess he asked him what country he was in, and he didn't like the answer. I mean, yeah, that is a good question, but he's also asking him in English to a Portuguese fighter. So, and he was fouled. He was fouled by an illegal knee. I don't think he should be being asked any questions. No, if you ask him after 5 minutes and he legitimately doesn't know where he is, then yeah, let's not have that guy fight. But there's a reason it's an illegal shot. PBR says, told you that Doc was bad. Rock Crusher Counts says, I'm not surprised. Greg says, fire the fucking doctor. I'll take the not so good arrest, but for sure got to get that bad doctor out of the business. Yep. I agree. Johnny has every right to be pissed off, Greg. Gonna be a reschedule. WTF, New Britain Paul, his card completely went to hell. What's up, Wyatt? Yeah, that was some bullshit, man. Not up to Dana. It's the commission that will kick Johnny, right? Well, see, here's the thing, though, PBR. It's like a commission-to-commission thing. If they suspend him in the United Emirates, that doesn't mean the Nevada State Athletic Commission has to suspend him. And Dana's definitely going to have a lot of sway as far as that's concerned. And J-Dig with the second super chat of the night. Thank you, J-Dig. Dropping the deuce. Rematch at MSG. Oh, I like it, New Britain Pauly. That card's already pretty stacked, though. Fat fingered that one. Sorry, Karma. Oh, Johnny was pissed. So here's the problem. Johnny pushed the referee, which is never good. And I think he probably was a little bit out of it, but he came to him and told him, the fight was over, and he's like, no, I want to get back in there, and he put his hands on the chest of the referee, and he pushed him away, And that can really get you in trouble. And like I said, usually I would be like, hey, there's no excuse for that. You still definitely shouldn't have done it. But I also feel like this was a little bit of a different situation. Like maybe he really didn't understand what was going on there. I don't know. I'm not going to advocate for people pushing referees. But Johnny is generally, I mean, especially outside of the cage, he is one of the calmest, coolest guys in the game. And think my comment through. Well, they can also take recommendation from the United Arab Emirates and also suspend him. But Johnny pushed the ref in his debut too. Bit of a maniac sometimes. Oh, I didn't remember that. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. KO's Roundtree, then launches the ref. I'm going to have to go back and watch that again. It's probably out of it, Mike. True. Dana's pretty forgiving. He said if Paul Daly had apologized immediately, he might not have. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I know he was pretty pissed about the Paul Daly thing. I mean, obviously, Paul never came back. All right, Khamzat Chimaev making his way into the cage. Guys, I'm really excited about this one, though. Chimaev and Usman. This is a crazy fight. I think this is a better fight than the Costa fight. I still would love to see Chimaev fight Costa eventually. But, man, this is such a great matchup. Modern record for fewest days between UFC wins for Chimaev with 10. Ninth highest significant strike rate in UFC history, 7.3 per minute. That's very high. Chimaev to win by knockout TKO plus 165. Chimaev by submission plus 300, by decision plus 250. If this one goes to a decision, I would say I don't think it's going to be Chimaev, but he did do it against Burns. I believe that fight was only a 3-rounder, though. And that's why I'm not betting on Usman, even though these odds are so thick, Wyatt, is those knees, man. Yeah, he did push him. It wasn't a hard push, but yeah, you can't push the referee. Commissions kind of use each other's rulings, though. Yep. Yeah. To a point, but they don't have to. Danny's not forgiving, hence why he iced out Stipe. Dude, petty as fuck. He can be. I mean, he's a little unpredictable on some things as to what he's going to do. But yeah, if he likes a fighter, he's definitely going to get a lot better treatment than somebody, like Tyron Woodley, who was, they were always at each other. All right, former welterweight champions are 3-3 as middleweights. That's an interesting stat. Kamura Usman from Auchi, Nigeria. He always looks huge at welterweight. I don't think he's going to look huge against Chimaev tonight. Definitely still not going to look small, though. Don't worry about Usman's size too much at middleweight. He was said to have walked around at over 220 pounds. At welterweight, oh man, he looks, now that he takes his shirt off, he does look huge, and he always has. He might be a little bigger, though, even. Let's go, Usman. Kamura Usman has bad knees. Yes, he does. And I am sure Chimaev's, he could attack him with kicks early, but what I'm feeling is Chimaev's takedowns are so hard to stop to begin with. If your knees aren't 100%, good luck. Highest takedown defense in UFC history, though, with 97.3% for Usman. Tied for fourth most wins in welterweight history of 15. I want to say he would be behind GSP, Matt Hughes, and the 15th one might be Woodley. I'm not sure who the third one would be at 15. Could be Woodley, could be, I don't know, could be a couple guys there. Could be Robbie Lawler. That's the name I was thinking of. He had a lot of fights at welterweight. All right, and Khamzat warming up his knees. Kamura Usman, 7 years older at 36. Khamzat will be 2 inches taller. Usman did make the weight. I mean, he put on the weight. He's up to 184.5 pounds. Khamzat came in at 185.5. Usman will have a 1-inch reach at 76 inches. And remember, Khamzat's fought most of his career to this point at welterweight as well. He just was having a hard time making that limit. Like the last time he tried to fight there. All right, guys. It is the co-main event of the afternoon, I guess. The morning, afternoon. And Karma Israel with the super chat. Thank you, Karma Israel, with the 3rd super chat of the night. Appreciate you, man. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a minus 355 favorite out of the United Arab Emirates. Khamzat Chimaev. And out of the red corner, he is a plus 280 underdog out of Denver, Colorado. 20 wins against just 3 losses. Presenting the former UFC undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Kamura Usman. Oh, man, and they are at each other. There will be no glove touching in this affair, gentlemen. They are already at each other's throats. Missing one on 2 weeks' notice. Yes, he did. His attitude annoys me. At fighters in camp, they train up 50%. Otherwise, body would break down. Training camp mode year-round. Oh, absolutely, New Britain. Mark my words, Khamzat is the next big thing. All right, front kick to the knee early from Khamzat. We expect him to attack that knee. There's a body kick from Chimaev. And Chimaev shoots for the takedown. Usman easily stops it. But Khamzat on that second, third effort, you know how these Dagestanis do it. And Khamzat got the belly to back position. He's got Usman down on one knee. They like this chain wrestling. It's this grab the knee. If they don't get it the first time, it's the second time, it's the third time. Usman might have actually grabbed the fence there. I think he might have done it twice. And Khamzat leaning all of his weight down. And, yeah, Usman trying to stay up. And he's having a hard time keeping upright. He is down now. Here come the hammer fists from Chimaev. And just the second time Usman's been taken down in his UFC career. First one was from Colby Covington. And, it was barely, he barely touched the canvas. This one, Khamzat, he's got the back, he's got hooks on, and he is riding Usman. And he is landing some brutal ground and pound here as well. He seems to want that submission. He's looking for the RNC here. Oh, big shots from the top here from Chimaev. And Chimaev's got to be careful. Hands around that fence. He'll lose his position. Hammer fist on the ear from Chimaev. But I dare to say that, you know, the hometown fighters have definitely been getting some preferential treatment tonight. If it's not from the doctors, Jason Herzog, I don't think would ever do that. Big shots here from the top from Chimaev. Oh, and shots right on the temple. Knuckles the temple. And he's going for that rear naked choke. Usman fighting it off once again, but Usman on his knees, taking the full weight of Chimaev.
Couple nice shots there from Chimaev.
Oh, big elbow from Khamzat. And it was legal, not a 12-6, but that was definitely like a 10-2. And he's got the backpack. Oh, this is going to be tough for Usman to fight off. Imagine having Khamzat Chimaev standing up and having Khamzat Chimaev laying on your back trying to choke you out. Oh, and Usman drops him like a rock, dropped him on his head. But now he's on the ground with Khamzat on top of him.
I gotta do this now or never. Right.
But now he's flattened out there, Paul.
Usman almost spiked Chimaev's head. It could have knocked him out there with it. That was a risky move from Usman. It got him out of the position for the moment, but he still got Chimaev on his back. He's not fighting the choke off at the moment, but Chimaev still definitely got hooks in, and this is a lot of energy from both guys. This is an exhausting style of fight so far. Oh, man, and Chimaev continuing to land the ground and pound, continuing to beat Usman up. 50 seconds left in the first. And he's just going to... Oh, he went for a neck crank there. Usman's not having it. Oh, and right and left hands from Chimaev. Chimaev's dropping some nasty shots here. And remember, this is just a 3-round bout. This is not a 5-round bout. It's the co-main event and no title is on the line. 20 seconds left here in the first. Oh, man, big shots from Chimaev, and Usman's got to hope to not give up a 10-8 here. Oh, and nasty, nasty ground and pound. Herzog's watching this very closely. Usman eating a hammer fist to the ears and knuckles to the temples. And that definitely could have been a 10-8 round for Khamzat Chimaev. And Kamura Usman, he's got to be thinking, man, I've never felt anything like that. We have never seen Kamura Usman dominated. And he was absolutely dominated that round. Actually, let's listen in on his corner.
Come under that easy, okay? Good work. Deep breath.
Right here, you see Kamura Usman going straight to the mat, recognizing that if Khamzat Chimaev was able to pull him back, he would have chased down that submission. But great instructions about a corner, as you would expect from Trevor Whitman, Henry Hoos, and George.
Tuesdays catch up on all the latest MMA talk with DC at RC as Daniel Cormier trades barbs with Super Bowl champ Ryan Clark. You can find the...
All right, here we go. Round 2. The former champ and the guy a lot of people think is the future champ and that nobody can stop him, Khamzat Chimaev. Usman's obviously got to do something different this round, though. Yes, I've never voted for Marty until today. It's Joe's first time rooting for Snoozman. See how Khamzat can keep this up. Damages on their faces wasn't close. Volk barely had a scratch. Islam's face had damage. She watched the entire fight again yesterday. I had Volk winning. I had Volk winning 3-2 when I watched the fight the first time. 420 left in the second. Good left hand from Usman. Usman had basically zero offense in the first round. Oh, nasty leg kick from Kamaru. And we'll see if Chimaev starts to show little signs of wearing like he did against Gilbert Burns. Remember, Usman's joke is no power either. He slept some tough dudes. Good left hand there from Usman, including Jorge Masvidal, Colby Covington. I know I'm missing some. And Khamzat continuing to throw that jab out there. Usman washing it away. Good front kick to the body there from Usman. It could be... Oh, good body kick from Khamzat. Whether that first round is a 10-8 or a 10-9, that's going to be very important. Could be very important should this go to the scorecards. And a lot of patience here in the second round from Khamzat. I don't know if that is because of respect for Usman or if he tired himself out in that first round. Good body kick from Usman. And there's that side kick to the knee from Chimaev. Chimaev's basically focused on kicking Usman's knees and going for the takedowns. So he knows the weakness. And he is here to exploit it halfway through the second. And Usman looks at a fake down and bails out. Good little leg kick there from Kamaru. And even though there's not been a lot of action, Kamaru has definitely been the more active fighter this round. Khamzat just throwing that jab out as a, kind of a finder a lot this round, but not really landing a lot. He gets a leg kick in there. Right hand upstairs for Usman. And Usman, he keeps faking the takedown attempt. Good right hand there from Usman, and he's feigning a lot of kicks. Right hand to the body from Chimaev. Oh, he went up for the head kick. Usman blocks it. Hard to tell from the angle if part of it got through. And there's that kick to the knee again from Chimaev. And a big 1-2 from Usman, and that pushes Chimaev back. Low leg kick from Usman, and that also makes Chimaev switch stances. He did not like that shot from Usman, though. Great round here from Kamura Usman. And big left hand from Usman. He's got the power to knock Chimaev. Oh, and Chimaev with a big power double, and Usman kind of scrolls back, looks like he's going for the guillotine, and now I think he immediately regrets it. I'm not sure his knees could stop the takedown. Chimaev was in deep. And Usman's he's just holding Chimaev. He does have his neck in there, but there's an arm in, so Chimaev's not in any risk
Usman came in 97% takedown defense.
of being submitted here. And Chimaev's got his head out looking to rain down some ground and pound. Great job of Usman isolating Chimaev now that they're on the ground there, making sure he does no damage. Chimaev did move to side control, but the bell rings, and I got to give the round to Usman. I got it a round apiece. It's just going to depend if you had the first round at 10-9 or a 10-8. I had it at 10-8. Oh, sorry, guys. I got so excited I didn't even change the fighters on this one. What am I doing here? And here we go. Round 3, third and final, regardless of what happens. What's up, Clavid? Damn, son. Oh. Yo, buddy. Oh, and Usman makes Khamzat miss on that takedown attempt there. Good straight right there from Usman. And a left to the body from Kamaru, and there's the front kick to the body from Usman. Now, like I said, this is most likely a round apiece. And Chimaev has slowed down significantly. If there's one weakness that Chimaev has, it seems like in 2 fights so far that it's probably cardio. First it was the Gilbert Burns fight. Now it's this one. You get through that first round, it doesn't seem like you're fighting the same fighter. Front kick to the knee from Chimaev. Jab with a right hook behind it for Usman. Oh, a clubbing right hand from Chimaev. And Chimaev shoots the double leg again. Usman stops it, lands a big right hook. Head kick from Usman. Usman fell down for a moment. A big left hand from Kamaru. And there's a left uppercut cut from Kamura Usman. And the front kick to the body. And Usman is getting his striking going. Big body kick from Usman. Oh, what a right hook from Kamaru. And a 1-2. There's the left hand on the chin. Can he pull off the upset? Right hand on the chin. Chimaev is tired. He eats a right hook to the body. A huge left hand from Usman. And there's another big left hook. Jason Herzog watching this closely. There's a big 1-2 from Usman. And Usman shoots the double leg. Chimaev able to stop it. Kamura Usman is in full cardio mode right now. Remember, he's used to the 5-round bouts. And Chimaev is sucking wind. Low leg kick from Chimaev. I think Usman's probably going to take a little breather here. Maybe 15, 20 seconds. Then he's going to put the pace back on. Chimaev going for the takedown. He's got a leg. Usman doing a good job of stopping it, but he trips out the back leg. And now Chimaev has Usman back down. And Usman's bleeding from his mouth. Chimaev back on top. He's got half mount here against Usman. And Usman's in danger of losing all that progress from earlier. And now Chimaev very close to full mount. Just the right leg hooked up a little bit on Usman. And putting all of his weight on the elbow into the neck of Usman. Usman working hard to pull guard, but he's still just got the one leg. I mean, and it seemed like Usman might have had him. And Usman does not seem, he doesn't seem to know how to get out from underneath Chimaev. Chimaev gets you so tied up from the top that it's almost like nothing you've ever seen with these Dagestani fighters. They work your legs into pretzels. Feel I was wrong so far? I'm glad. Damn, why did Usman shoot right there, right? Or if he doesn't have that much heart, since he's used to dominating, sometimes it takes away your spirit. It's Rock Crusher, I agree. And Usman fighting and landing the most strikes from the bottom here, actually. I mean, Usman could definitely end up winning this round. Will the judges give it to him? That's another story. Oh, and Usman scrambles out and escapes. Here we go. We're on the feet. 25 seconds left. Center of the cage, Chimaev and Usman. Side kick to the knee from Chimaev, and there's a 1-2 from Usman. 10 seconds left. Left hand lands for Chimaev. Oh, both guys swinging wildly for the fences. Oh, and Usman getting the better of it. 4-punch combination from Kamaru. What a fight!
Here in front of an appreciative crowd in Abu Dhabi.
All right, so I have it 2-1 for Usman.
What an effort by the former welterweight champion Kamura.
But I gave Chimaev a 10-8 round, so my scorecard has this a draw. Might be a draw. I gave Khamzat a 10-8 in round 1.
All 3 rounds and be as competitive as he was.
Wow.
Come on.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I have it a draw. But you know these judges very rarely score 10-8 rounds.
For not only fighting a champ, but fighting the way he got to the mount early in round 1. Kamaru slams him. Chimaev still somehow maintained top position. Usman lands a beautiful jab as the fight goes longer. High kick, or body kick, sorry.
Man, I thought Usman might have had him in the second round. He was landing bombs.
Another right hand landed for Usman late. Chimaev gets a key takedown in round number 3. A lot of top control. This is how the fight ended. 2 guys.
And both guys slugging it out at the end, and it's Usman with the accuracy landing the shots.
The unauthorized ring production or
highly entertaining fight
is illegal and punishable under law. That felt a whole lot like a main event. We still got one of those coming.
I have no idea how they're going to score this. Phildies, best damn sport ever. In UAE, it's got to be Khamzat. It's what? Yeah, probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, after
here we go.
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Derek clearly scores the contest. 29-27, Chimaev. Vito Paolillo scores it. 29-27. And David Lethaby scores it. 28-28 for the winner by majority decision.
Khamzat Chimaev. So one judge did have it a draw. But 2 judges only gave Usman 1 round.
Khamzat still undefeated. What a fantastic fight.
Hey guys, salam alaikum, Abu Dhabi. Guys, you know what's happening in the world now, right now. I wasn't happy in the cage fight this week. Or see the kids dying. It doesn't matter. Whatever in the world, Ukraine and Syria, Afghanistan, Palestine, USA, doesn't matter. When kids die, it's hard, guys. I love the kids. I have a boy waiting for me there back home. Is only 3 months. If he's just crying, I know how it feels. And when somebody dies, guys, I don't know what to say. Inshallah, we'll be good in the world. I hope so. Muslim, Christian, Jewish, doesn't matter. Please, guys, be together. Let us live in this world good. Let us be happy. Thank you, guys.
So a beautiful message from Khamzat Chimaev, who they just gave him his brown belt. He took all of the credit off of himself and calls for peace. That just made me a much bigger fan of him.
But how good does it feel to have that quality of victory over a guy at that level?
Man, you don't know, man. I was his cool kid when he was fighting. And I'm happy to be. I'm a big fan of Usman, big fan of his coaches. I was more scared about his coaches, about him. He's the fighter we're fighting, you know, we wasn't scared. But he has good coaches, good team. And I have good coach, good team. And this belt for me means big things. You know, 7 years, 8 years on work for that. And thank you, Alan. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you, UK, Andreas, Reza, Ili, all these guys, Alex. I love you guys. You make me fighter today.
You earned that brown belt tonight with your performance, Khamzat. The winner of this fight was billed as the next title challenger for the middleweight championship. Sean Strickland is the champion. What does it mean to you to look down the line and see
that would be an incredible fight?
I don't know, man, what to say. I didn't come here for the titles, make money, be happy, fight somebody. And the guys, Dana, Hunter, thank you for everything. I was in the gym, but small room, 2 meters. In 2 meters, all I own is just bad, the training stuff. I didn't have a food because these guys are who I am today. My mother has Sean, thank you, and Mick Manor, Magdi, my manager, Zlatan, thank you, brother, you can support me. Guys, it's crazy. I love my job. I love these guys.
And I feel like this is a Khamzat Chimaev we have not seen.
Congratulations on the fantastic performance.
Who has the most damage on their face? Probably Chimaev.
My country.
It is Chimaev. But thank God for the love. The most important thing I thought he said is he says, Muslims, Jewish, Christians, please, let's get along. Stop killing children. Classy message from Khamzat. Sean Strickland will be badass. If Sean makes it to the champ rounds, it's over. Sean doesn't get tired ever. No, he doesn't. And man, would I love to see Sean Strickland be the first one to beat Khamzat.
All right, so Khamzat Chimaev, you can tell, didn't have that usual happiness. What a powerful post-fight interview. His next fight will be for the title. A lot of celebs in the building. Mohammed Ramadan, huge around these parts, with us for UFC 294, as is the Paulo Costa.
The whole crowd booing Paulo Costa. He's doing well enough to stand up during the fight, but not well enough to get inside the cage, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Post-interview just made me a fan. Dude, me too. That's I had not seen that side of Chimaev, and like I said, I mean, you gotta try to kind of be careful because of YouTube and stuff, but whatever. If they want to ban me for calling for peace and calling to stop killing, then that's, you know, I'll get banned for that, though. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Because, you know, you can take one side or the other, and I know a lot of people have, and a lot of people will continue to. And I'm not saying that it's not 55%, 45% this side, or whatever. What I say is Palestinian babies matter, Israeli babies matter, Christian babies matter. They all matter. They all matter, guys. That's just, you know, that's, I don't know how you can argue with that. Go Strickland. PR said, I think Sean Strickland is a badass, but he's going to get ragged on. I don't even like Khamzat. Dude, it's definitely a Herculean task. It would be for Sean. See Strickland's interview with the hot chick about her tatas hanging out. Gotta love Strickland. No, I didn't. Carm says, amen, brother. Amen. You know what doesn't matter? Slap fights. Oh, yeah, and they got the slap fight advertisement here. I know a lot of people like it. It's just, yeah, it's not for me. But I will tell you, I was watching one of the commercials the other day, and I was like, it is entertaining. I almost want to like it, but I just can't watch something with defenseless people getting hit. I understand why it's entertaining, though. Yeah, no, me either, PBR. I like to see Mark Hunt in the slap league. I just get the feeling he'd slap someone to Narnia. Oh my God, yeah, talk about danger. Rock Crush, that's what the world wants us to do, is take a side and fight each other. There's wrong on both sides. Much agreed. And I think people have really matured since like 9/11, since some of the things that we went through after that. And I know in this country especially, I'm sure, a lot of the same things we thought after 9/11, or that a lot of people felt here, are being felt over there. I mean, after 9/11, after the buildings went down, we were mad. We wanted to, get back. You wanted to punch somebody in the face. I mean, Toby Keith, what did he say? We'll put a boot up your ass. It's the American way. But I think we need to be more measured than that. And just, enough with the violence. Comrade Joe says, divide and conquer. We are all brothers. Peace is the answer. Agreed, Joe Still. Thank you for that. And thank you for all the positive comments and stuff on that, guys. And, this is fun. We all get to sit down here and we get to watch fights and maybe drink some beer and eat some food. But, we can't forget that halfway across the world, if you're here in the United States or maybe you're closer to it, maybe, God forbid, you're in that area that, people are being bombed day and night. There's people that can't even get food and water right now. They're watching their children die, and it's just, it's the most horrific thing on earth. War is the most terrible, horrific thing in the history of our planet. It's just, it's absolutely horrible. There's not enough words to describe it. So trying the psychological reputation method, same one they use to promote garbage music on radio waves. If you listen to it enough or see it enough, you'll eventually fall for it. Oh, Taitu Ivasa and power slap for sure. Yeah, I think people are smartening up though. PR, definitely drinking some beer and eating some food over here is Carmen. Nice, absolutely. I think the world is waking up to all government's BS. Absolutely. A lot of scary shit happening. Some military choppers going over my house every day. It's nerve-wracking. We've had the helicopters over here every day for quite some time too, Phil. We'll hear them all hours of the day and at night. Buildings were imploded. All those people were murdered. It's Joe Still. Yeah, I don't know that we'll ever know what happened, 100% then. What I know is a lot of innocent people died. And that's always horrible. All right, we do have a main event. Of course, Islam Makhachev won his championship with a dominating performance over Charles Oliveira. And I gave it earlier. There's more people in here again. I have to give credit to another commentator, former fighter, the American gangster, Chael Sonnen. He said, I swear he's been saying for 3 months, he said, Paulo Costa will not enter the cage. He will not make it to the fight against Khamzat Chimaev. And he said, Charles Oliveira will not make it to the cage and he will not be in the fight against Islam Makhachev. No matter what happened between that time, Chael Sonnen nailed it. Unfortunately, my oldest son is being deployed to the Middle East in a week. Not looking good. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I pray for his safety. True king of power slap would be Wilder. Windmill slaps to the dome. Oh, dude, he would knock people's faces off. You would have fatalities. You put that guy on power slap, Jesus, I could just imagine, Wyatt. Here comes the man from down under, says Karma. Yes, and Alexander Volkanovski coming into the cage. Fight Island. Yas Island. Champion versus champion. A rematch of epic proportions. And the current reigning defending featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski now making his way to the octagon. Sounds like Chael went down to Brazil and injured Paulo and Charles. Right, Wyatt? I mean, he did beat up, what, like 9 guys or something now? At one time? I think it was 5, but it's a Chael story, so it's up to 9 now. All right, at a Shell Harbour, Australia. Only Australian-born champion in UFC history. Alexander Volkanovski. Finding a few fans in the crowd that were surrounded definitely by Makhachev fans, giving him some love. Chael for president. PBR early UFC card means college football tonight. What's up, Travis? Yes. Comrades are undefeated and undisputed. Wilder would slap your brain back in place and make you realize how stupid the circus show is. Well, I think it would definitely put an end to it, PR, because, man, if he slapped one of these truck drivers that gets in slap fighting, there's not enough money in it for him. But I don't think we would, I'm being serious, I don't think we would make it through a night without a fatality. You got that guy hitting defenseless people, I think it would get real quick. Longest active win streak in the UFC at featherweight with 11 for Alexander Volkanovski. Of course, that is in his weight division because he lost his last fight. To the man he is about to get into the cage with. Brazil is not a bowing culture. You bow in Brazil and they hit you over the head and take your wallet. Uncle Chael. Oh my God. Right, stand for president. Yeah, that's so bad. Only Chael can say things like that. Brian Stan has my vote all day. So, you know, guys, I mean, I like Brian Stan a lot. That's a guy I would think about. You know, I would like to see run for president one day is Jocko Willink. That guy has had, of everything that's happening right now, he has had some, I think, very well thought out commentary on all that. And you guys are right in line with him, a lot of those things about peace and building, building trust and confidence. Well, it says, I still think sometimes too. All right, and here he comes, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev. Wilder hits harder than Ngannou. Oh, absolutely, 110%, Wyatt. I mean, I've watched every hard hitter, and I know some people say Ernie Shavers, and I know some people say George Foreman back in the day. And I've watched so many of all those guys' fights. I really don't think anyone has ever hit like Wilder. I think he's the hardest puncher in the history of combat sports, and it's my opinion. I wish we could measure it, but I think it's undeniable. I say Brian Shaw for slap fight super heavyweight. Who thinks Islam would look like a young Gargamel from the Swersivy shit? Oh my God. Somebody's got to pin him down and shave him. Chris Lytle, too, is in politics, last I heard. Islam with 40 hours to rehydrate. Gonna be coming in tonight at 260 pounds. Yeah, that is a big difference from last time, too. There was some kind of controversy where they said he didn't have as much time to hydrate as he usually does. And then there was accusations of him taking an IV. doesn't look like any of those accusations came to fruition. All right. Alexander Volkanovski, 4 years older at 35. Makhachev, 4 inches taller at 5'10". Volkanovski has a 1-inch reach advantage at 71.5 inches, which is just crazy. That he's 4 inches shorter and has an 1.5 inch reach advantage. Gotta be a bit dirty to be a top politician. Chael would be great at it. Not real dirty, just a bit. Mike, what do you say about Tyson Fury's chin? One of the best ever, for sure. I mean, yeah, that guy can take a hell of a shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time is here. Champion versus champion, UFC 294 main event from Fight Island. 5 rounds in the light heavyweight division for the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. Let's fucking go! First out of the blue corner, he is the challenger. A plus 205 underdog out of Windang, Australia. 3-1 as a UFC underdog. 26-2 overall, presenting the undisputed featherweight champion of the world, Alexander Volkanovski. And Volk gets the fist bump. And out of the red corner, he is a minus 250 favorite out of Makhachev, Russia. 24 wins against just 1 defeat, presenting the undisputed, reigning, defending lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev. Volk said he's coming in around 170. Nice, yeah, he's a big-ass featherweight. And I know he said he was putting on some weight for this one, so... Well, he put on some weight for the first one. This one, of course, was short notice. But he didn't have that big weight cut that he usually has. He does look a little softer than usual, but he's Volkanovski, so he definitely doesn't look soft. Lightweight mile. All right, here we go. Makhachev, Volkanovski. They touch gloves, and it is on. Body kick from Makhachev, first strike of the bout. Volkanovski backing up, continuing to paw out with his jab as a feeler. Makhachev looking to kick to the body again. Good defense from Volkanovski. And there's a front body kick from Islam. And Volkanovski with a body kick. Just kind of a little bit of a kicking match here early. You know Volkanovski's watched that first fight many a time to try to figure out what things he can do differently. Oh, and Makhachev went for the head kick. Good defense of Volkanovski. Inside leg kick from Makhachev. And Makhachev shoots. And Volkanovski stops it easily. Knee to the body lands for Islam. But now Islam's got Volkanovski up against the fence. That's the thing with these Russian wrestlers. If you don't get them if they don't get you the first time, they might get you the second, the third, or the fifth. And Volk looking to trip Makhachev now. Big shots in the corner from Makhachev. A couple of left hooks. From Volkanovski, and a knee to the body. That would be something if Volkanovski ended up getting the first takedown of the fight. Good left hook from Volk, and they are just jockeying back and forth for position up against the cage. Another knee to the body from Makhachev. Volk trying to pull Makhachev's head down. Oh, now Makhachev looking for the tie clinch. Lands a good knee to the body. Oh, and there's a knee around the head from Makhachev. Hard to tell from the camera angle if it landed on the head. But another knee to the body from Makhachev. Volkanovski's got a body lock on the inside. And they break free halfway through the first round. Oh, good body kick from Makhachev. And Makhachev has been almost exclusively attacking the body of Volkanovski early. Oh, and there's a left hook upstairs for Makhachev. Oh, head kick from Makhachev! Volkanovski's down! Here come the hammer fist, and Volk is out! It is all over! Islam Makhachev has knocked out Alexander Volkanovski in the very first round! Wow! And he just says nothing, simply puts a finger to the mouth, and with one shot, Islam Makhachev has silenced the combat world. Wow, no doubt this time and still. What's up, Billy? Good to see you in here, man. Oh, lightweight Mike. I think Volkanovski's a better fighter. Just shorter training camp, size difference, a big hill to climb. Rock Crusher. I don't know what kind of prediction to make. I'm just going to see what happens. What's up, Thomas? Yeah, holy fuck is right. Well, that settled it. Yeah, I think Volk's staying at lightweight, and mad respect between these two. They embrace Islam Makhachev, hugging Volkanovski. It was good to see them touching gloves before the fight. And it's like, I like the beef sometimes, but sometimes there's just, oh man, shin to dome. Shin right on the forehead area. Man. Actually a little further to the side, almost like on the, he might have got him on the temple. And then Volk definitely went out for a moment during the hammer fist. I think he went out and back in. Wow. Yeah, that's a scary kick.
Well, it's hard to watch Volk here digest this defeat shortly thereafter.
And a scary man. Not surprised, to be honest. Fresh off surgery, out of shape, timing is off. Islam full training camp, 40 hours to rehydrate. Still think it's super close and a level playing field. Unnecessary beef is more cows to feed. Good one, Phil. There you go. Changes didn't pay off. Best fight companion in the game, ripping the Northwest the finest. Have a good one, y'all. Thank you, sir. Now on to Stipe versus Jones in a few weeks. Yeah, can't wait. Peace, dude. All right. Some people were asking about call-ins, especially Mr. Frankie Chorizo. So let's get that going.
Referee Mark Goddard is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Islam Makhachev.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev. Islam, you said I told you I was going to show you. How good does it feel to not only win again over Alexander Volkanovski, but to win in that fashion?
First of all, always, win or loss, alhamdulillah. And second, I'm not celebrating win today because the crazy thing what happened around the world. Palestine, we stand here with you. All us dua with you. Stop this. Stop this.
Islam, I was talking to Javier and he said Coach Magomed came up with the game plan, go low, low, high. Did you guys prepare for that opening in Alexander Volkanovski's defenses to get that high kickoff on him?
Yeah, honestly, all coach, I have the great team. We always did this in the locker room.
And a similar victory speech to Khamzat, talking about there is something bigger going on than fighting in a cage some right now.
All fans, thank you.
Peace, dude. It's right there, Frankie, in the corner. 425-791-8730.
It's one thing to do it in the locker room, do it in the training room, but to see it come to fruition, how good does it feel to watch it?
Wow, and there's that kick again. Man.
I show him, first of all, a couple low kick. And
really cut the eye of Volkanovski, too. So it hit him on that side of the face. I think it tore the flesh on his eye on the way, but it definitely looked like it hit her on the temple, too.
Nothing changed, same for Volkanovski. But I want to say thank you to this guy. He's a real champion. I told you, you have to turn on the light to beat this guy. He gonna fight all 5 rounds. He never give up. He's a real champion. Thank you, Alex, again.
He is a real champion, and you are the lightweight champion of the world. Congratulations once again, my friend. You have any more messages for your fans here in Abu Dhabi and around the world?
Всем спасибо еще раз, кто за меня болеет дома в России. Еще раз хочу сказать. Наши дуа с вами, наши молитвы с вами. Palestina, мы с вами. Сектор Газа, мы с вами.
Islam, before I let you go, you are starting to put together an unbelievable resume as a great champion. Islam, would you like to see Justin Gaethje next? Would you like to see Charles Oliveira? Who would you like to fight the next time you step in the octagon?
I never choose. Dana, you have some job. Give me someone.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the champ, Islam Makhachev.
I don't see a missed call here from you. Try it again, Frankie, because I'm not even seeing it in my recents.
Champion of the world, Alexander Volkanovski, give him a hand.
Somebody else want to try to call just to make sure that calls are going through to me?
Adjustments made by Makhachev that surprised you in the fight.
Oh man, just obviously great setup. You know what I mean? Good kick. Probably seen something.
obviously, yeah, it's hard. You know, I don't like losing.
Hey, Robert, just call and hang up. Or somebody has my number. Somebody
You know what I mean? It's
just going to voicemail 3 times.
I back myself every single time, and as I say, I still stand by that. Always back yourself. Islam's one man that you don't want to back yourself.
We'll get you on here, Frankie. Let's go with another. If you have Facebook, I can bring you in on Facebook Messenger.
To the UFC, please keep me busy. I don't do well when I'm not fighting. I needed to take this fight because I was doing my head in when I'm not fighting. So,
Yeah, I'm holding my phone right here. I don't know why it's not.
Obviously, get this taken care of. Obviously, go back down to featherweight. Obviously, my job here is done for now. But yeah, again, credit to Islam. Great kick. What do I say?
Try it now, Frankie.
So January against Ilya Taporia, is that what you're hoping for?
Oh yeah, of course. Like I
It
said,
looks like it was something on my phone. I'm not sure how somehow it had gone to airplane mode.
Yeah, like I say, yeah. So please keep me busy.
I
like say.
definitely didn't put it on airplane
I
mode.
appreciate every single one of you. Everyone here, Abu Dhabi's always great. Sorry I couldn't put on a better show. But yeah, again, Islam, great job.
You always back yourself, and so many others back you. You are a great champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the featherweight champion of the world, Alexander Volkanovski.
All right, Alexander Volkanovski. Still a great champion, but tonight it's Islam Makhachev's night.
At least for now, decidedly belongs.
Yeah, sorry, Frank. If you could try it one more time. It looks like for some reason my phone was on airplane mode. And there we go.
Better than ever with so much more fun.
You're on Fights to Friends. Who am I speaking to?
This is Frankie.
What's up, Frankie? Sorry about that earlier. I don't know how my phone got on airplane mode.
Oh no, it's fine. It's no big deal. So yeah, me and my friends, when we talk about analyzing fights, we would always say there's always the head kick and there's always the guillotine. Like anybody can get caught with one of those.
That's true.
I mean, it's fun to analyze. You know, there's just no telling what's gonna. I feel like boxing is more predictable than MMA.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Did you hear the? I think Joe Rogan is trying to talk Dana into doing a kickboxing federation.
Yeah, I've heard he's been mentioned on his podcast for a while, but yeah, he's been more adamant about it. I hope they do it.
Did you watch much of that K1 kickboxing in the early 2000s?
I watched quite a few fights.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was the best kickboxing ever.
Yeah, it was great.
I think if Dana started a kickboxing league, the problem would be you might have like a world champion great striker in MMA, and you'd have the kickboxers calling those dudes out.
Yeah, and we've seen guys, you know, both Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira came from kickboxing. I mean, Khalil Roundtree, Pat Barry. I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm not naming.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't know. I think it'd make them look bad if a UFC kickboxer is calling out a UFC champion he doesn't accept. It makes the MMA fighter look bad.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's in MMA, I would, you know, I'm going to go with the MMA fighter. If it's in kickboxing, I'm going to go with the kickboxer.
Right. I don't know. If they did do kickboxing, there would have to be some kind of Muay Thai clinch allowed. Like in K1, you could do the Muay Thai clinch, but you couldn't pull their head down when you need them.
Yeah.
So they didn't allow elbows, which is good because I hate like elbows in combat sports. Period, because they usually just cause cuts and don't finish fights and favor the wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like elbows, but yeah, that's the part that I don't like. Is we're getting an update on Johnny Walker here.
Coach John Kavanaugh then entered me just a couple of minutes ago outside Johnny's room as Johnny was being assessed for concussion symptoms. They told me, listen, he got asked a question, where are you?
Oh, okay, it was nothing new. Okay. They were just...
So, is it a good time or a bad time to talk about old school MMA? Should we do that another time?
We got a little bit of time. Sure, go for it.
Oh, well, did you watch much Pride FC?
Yeah, I don't think I missed any of Pride.
Yeah, it was the greatest. Like I think around like 2002, I was 19 years old, and I saw Nogueira tap out Coleman like easy.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's when I was like, I'm about to learn that shit. That's I fell in love with. Yeah, it was great. Like I don't think anything. I watch UFC pay-per-views. I'm a sellout because I just watch the big fights. But like to me, Pride is just nothing will ever compare to that. How awesome it was, you know. Like, but the reason I was talking about Pride is because the steroids were legal.
Yeah.
And it looks like guys might be able to do the TRT thing in UFC starting next year.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to change any of the rules for sure because I don't think they've said, but they do have a replacement for USADA. I can't remember what the name of the guys is. I'm sure they are not going to be as restrictive as USADA is, though.
And USADA did the dumb shit, like wake you up at 6 in the morning 3 days in a row. I mean.
Well, and what really bothered me is they were waking up fighters the day before fights.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
There's not even a reason for it. Like, why not wait till 8? What's that 2 hours going to do?
Yeah, well, if you're going to test them like the day or two before and the day after, it's like the UFC's got them in a controlled environment. Like, they're in the UFC hotel generally the night before.
Yeah. I used to think the only loopholes were the guys that had doctors and scientists on their team, but I watched a YouTube video, like a MMA on point, I think, and there's loopholes out of the USADA thing. Like there's steroids you can take that are out of your system really quick, but you still get to keep the benefits. You're allowed to give them a fake location a couple times and without getting in trouble, so you could be. There's all kinds.
Oh yeah, your whereabouts violation. I think you get 2 a year that they don't have your whereabouts. Yeah.
Yeah, so USADA basically sucks. I wish the whole sport, like, you should be. It sounds stupid, but it would be cool if everybody was allowed to have the same testosterone as, say, like a 25-year-old male, because then you'd have the guys in their early 40s could still put up a good fight.
Yeah, and I've thought about that. I don't think you're going to have any 25-year-old champions if that happens, because they're going to all be 35.
The guys with experience.
Yeah, exactly.
What was you saying?
It's going to be between 35 and 40.
Well, I don't want to talk your ear off too much, man, but we'll connect next pay-per-view if you do more call-ins.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Frankie.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too. Frankie Trezo, everybody. And Justin Gaethje just tweeted, "I'm next." So, obviously not intimidated by that head kick. Paulo Costa doesn't like elbows. This is why I remember USADA was testing Yuri every damn day. Man must have been running out of blood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous. It seems like the UFC probably was doing some favorable shit with Conor. I'm going to be a bit biased there because of the history. I'm going to be more likely to believe anything, that they say about Conor. What's up, Torrin?
Yeah, what's going on, Mike?
Not much, man.
I didn't really enjoy, like, this card wasn't all that good to me, man, if I'm being honest with you. It wasn't all that.
Well, the doctor there, that definitely didn't help.
And I didn't care about the Kamura Usman and what's the guy's name? Chimaev. I didn't care about that fight.
Yeah.
That fight didn't live up to the expectations like I thought it would.
It wasn't the Gilbert Burns fight, but I mean I still thought it was a good fight. But yeah, it wasn't fight of the year or anything.
It was only good when it was Canada, and I feel like Usman was kind of winning on the field a little bit. I think Usman was beating him. I think if Usman could have stopped those takedowns, he could have kept his hands. I think he probably could have won that fight because it's obvious he was better on the feet than what Chimaev was.
He was better on the feet, and I think if that's a 5-round fight, I don't think Chimaev makes 5 rounds.
I think he would have knocked him out eventually.
I think so too.
And the other fight, like the whole main card just wasn't all that good, man. But like the only fight on this card that was actually good was I forget the guy's name. I think Breeden or something like that.
Oh yeah, Mike Breeden.
Yeah, that's the only fight on this card, man. The other fight was trash.
I missed that one. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Yeah, there was a lot of disappointing fights in this one. Actually, I was pretty surprised by that.
The main event didn't really surprise me. I mean, I didn't expect him to do what he did, but I was like, I thought he would have took him down and probably submitted him, but I ain't expecting him to do that.
Yeah, he came out kick heavy early for sure.
And I don't see Justin Gaethje doing a different job. He ain't gonna be the man to beat Islam Makhachev.
Well, Islam's not gonna fight Gaethje that way. He's gonna take him down like 2 seconds into the fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be competitive. Like, is there really a point in making this fight? Like, if Justin Gaethje loses this fight, what is he gonna do after this? I mean, we know he's not getting another title shot.
I think he's might be close to retiring because he's kind of hinted like he wasn't going to be around for a whole lot longer. Maybe he just wants more shot.
I want to see him fight. Which I know McGregor will never do it because he's too much of a pussy to do it. But I want to see McGregor fight him eventually. Like just let Justin Gaethje get his his little payday and then ride off to the sunset. Like I said, I don't think Conor gonna want to do it.
My prediction is Conor never wins another fight in the UFC.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be nice for Conor to win, but
yeah,
I don't think it happening either. Now we got 295 on the way. The Stipe and Jones fight.
Yeah.
I think that card pretty decent. I looked at it on the Wikipedia thing. It's a pretty decent look. It's a pretty solid look card.
Yeah. It's a pretty good card, and man, I don't want to catch. I hope Stipe can pull it off, but man, that's a very, very tough fight.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've been going back and forth on that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like a fool picking Usman, though. I feel stupid saying what I said in the comments, talking about Usman was going to put an ass whooping on.
Oh, man. It's MMA, though, man. You never know what's going to happen in MMA.
Well, all right, Mike. That's all I have to really tell you, man. I ain't going to get the ears down too much more long.
All right. Well, thanks, Torrin. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you later.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Torrin Brown, everyone. I think that was you, PBR. Calling just a second ago. If you want to call back in. Or I'll just call you back. I'll just call you back. I got your number now. I think that was PBR. I recognize the location. Maybe he stepped out for a minute. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Hello, you're on Fights of Friends. Is this PBR?
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, good. How about you, man?
That was a crazy crazy day of fights today, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was interesting, man.
I don't know which is better. A night of boring fights with no fouls and no controversy and clear-cut winners, or highly entertaining nights that we're all talking about like right now. But I just wanted to chat was kind of really going by and pretty quick, and I just wanted to say hats off for the skill that you got with keeping up with the chat and the fights and commentary and whatnot, and keeping a lid on all of us rowdy guys in chat. You do a really good job at it. And second point, as we're talking about fights, fouls, and potential injuries and whatnot, and that's fighter safety is always key But that doctor, man, think of all the bets that one man threw off for the entire world. I mean, how much money could one guy affect in a business, much less the fighters themselves who might be betting on themselves, you know?
Well, I have a question now. I don't know what happens when there's a no contest, because I know, like, disqualification, it's when I bet on knockout, I'm betting on knockout or disqualification, which is interesting. But, you know, if there's a disqualification, then people are still getting paid. The no contest, I'm hoping it's like it never happened, but I don't know.
Right. That's just, it's got to be like some avenue for people on their betting to be covered with that, you would think. But I don't live in well, I do now, but just up until here recently, I didn't live in a state where you could bet. So, but here in Oklahoma, it can. So, yeah, it's just one dude just throwing off all kinds of fights today. It's just nuts. But,
and that's the problem with parlays, and you know, I've fallen into the parlay trap too and stuff too. But imagine, you know, you're 5 legs out of a 6-leg parlay, and that happens to you.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, just craziness. But again, hats off to you for all that you do for us. Yeah, I look forward to our fight nights and chats and whatnot. So yeah, thanks much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here, you guys.
Later, bud.
All right, thank you. PBR, everybody. No contest voids the bet. Thank you, Belly. That's what I thought, but I wasn't positive. So and such, Stipe and Jones both need some TRT. Oh, dude, please give Stipe TRT. Give him all the TRT. Conor will lose to Chandler, and that's it for him, I think. I agree, Billy. Justin is the new Faber. Loses title fight after title fight. That's a good comparison, Wyatt. With you, Torn. Last 2 fights weren't great, Wyatt. Yeah, well, I mean, when you get a quick knockout like that, it's like, you know, what do you say? And I think we would all have a much different feeling if it was like an upset knockout. It doesn't seem like anybody's upset when you have a quick knockout, when it's like super surprising. Like you're like, oh man, there's no way this guy can win, and then he pulls it off. You know, like Matt Serra over George St. Pierre, or you know, a lot of these things. If Sean Strickland would have knocked out Izzy in the first round, we would have known, you know, that Sean could dominate him for a whole fight. What happened on Walker fight? So Walker got hit with an illegal knee in the first round. He was down, and they were asking Walker, the doctor was asking Walker if he was okay. And he just waits a few seconds, and I couldn't hear it, but the commentators were saying that he asked him what country he was in, and that he didn't have that he didn't have an answer for it. And I wonder if that is, he was talking to him in English, and I was wondering if that's because he's a Portuguese speaker. I mean, if he really didn't know what country he was in, then yeah, he shouldn't be fighting, but it wasn't clear to me that he understood the question. And also, I kind of found it weird that he was asking any questions like right after it happened. It's like, it's an illegal shot. It's not like in boxing where, you know, you wait 7-8 seconds, the guy gets up, and then you ask him a question. It's an illegal shot. You got some time. Use that time. You know, wait 2-3 minutes. I would wait the whole 5 minutes and then ask him. Missed everything besides main event. Yeah, these early cards are tough. Chandler is actually kind of winnable for Conor, considering he leaves himself open to be hit. And a sniper like Conor could catch him. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. And Chandler, you know, he's lost to lesser guys in the past. He lost to, oh God, I can't think of the guy's name in Bellator that hit him with hit the sciatic nerve on the leg kick. His name escapes me right now, but a guy that's definitely not near as good as Michael Chandler. Chandler came back and beat him up pretty good in the rematch. Well, I just saw the main and co-main event, but apparently Walker fight got called via legal knee. Yes, 100% torn. Great matchup for Conor. If he's anything like he was, he should win, but dude is high all the time. I just don't think that leg's going to stand up. I mean, I seen Chris Weidman. Thank you. Thank you, Billy. Brent Premise. I don't see the leg standing up. We've seen what happened to Weidman. Even Anderson Silva couldn't come back. And Anderson was older, though. So, I mean, it is possible. But, I mean, I consider Anderson Silva the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. And he couldn't come back. But, I don't know. Like I said, he was significantly older. Torn says, we got Derek Lewis and Almeida next, then Jones versus Stipe. Yes, and is there a UFC off week in there? I had to go to the UFC. I know there's an off week coming up, but it might be next week. It is. And I think next week is the Francis and Fury fight, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there it is. So, for once, the UFC is not. Somebody was smart enough to schedule a big event on a UFC off week. How about that? Well, since the UFC is there in the United Emirates this week, maybe they made a deal with Dana. I don't know. Legal knee for Johnny equals potential loss of win bonus. A legal knee for Aljo equals world champ. Oh, Aljo's never going to live that down. Pray for Derek. What a nightmare. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I got to say that, that's kind of mean to give him that fight, to be honest. I know Curtis Blades got hurt, but why are you going to do Derek like that? He's not saying that he wants to fight for a championship or anything soon. I mean, that's a young, vicious lion. I don't see Derek doing well in that fight. Yeah. All right, down to 11 in the chat, and it's an early one. I've been up early, and I didn't get my nap, guys, so I think I'm going to go take a little nap. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations to all the winners of Khamzat Islam. I loved seeing the calls, not just the respectful calls in the chat. Fury versus Usyk moved to December 23rd. Oh, I didn't hear that. Thank you, Billy. Still, a month after. Maybe Derek can pull another Masvidal. That would be cool to see. But no, it was cool to see from the fighters and you guys in the chat tonight. People calling for peace. Nobody having immature comments or anything. Just saying, hey, let's stop this war. Let's have peace and let's have love in the world. And that was great to see. That really my favorite thing out of today, out of the chat and out of the event, was just a call for peace in a time of turmoil. So thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you all soon. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.